Okay. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. It's the time what I'm waiting for the months or the years because I'm looking someone who I can talk about all the bullshit and all the true and all the fake news what's happened on the MMA on the UFC. We will talk also about the Polish fighters because we are from Poland and we have a special and my first guest, Shimon Simon. Welcome from Thailand.
Hello.
Hey,
Welcome from
bros.
Poland.
Yeah, so we have so much things to talk. Definitely it's a never-ending story. But let's catch first, like we talked before, some Polish fighters, because
Mhm.
I think also many people deserve more appreciation even to be on the UFC and also to don't be destroyed like the last time Mateusz Gamrot, which I'm thinking he gets some progress, but Dan Hooker, like he was fucking mashing. I mean, on the mindset, like he's on the break when I hear this voice and he said, ah man, I love this shit, give me more and everything. Like this it's show also like he really enjoy, he take this or like he don't care, like he just wanna do it, he just enjoy the process. And maybe let's talk about this one. What do you think about the last fight of the Gamrot?
I think that it was very close fight, and I am Polish MMA fan, and I cannot call it a robbery because it was a razor blade fight. Like, I think Mateusz is a little bit. His biggest weakness is his physical abilities, because Dan Hooker was taller than him, was much stronger, and in the first round with the guillotine attempt, you can see that Mateusz like just cannot catch this grip, and it was a fun fight. The 50k bonus for the fight of the night, and I don't know. Mm,
What do you think about the improvement? Because he's this time his stand game and the striking
yes.
guys this definitely
Mm,
was improving because I still see like he when he get less energy he trying to go on the legs, which was
mhm.
showing like I think to the judges like he tried like do it on the last energy, last power, just to try catch something or like basically like this showing like a weak point of him.
Mhm.
And I think it's also like on the judges, like it show okay, Dan Hooker, it's still like going straight, he not moving forward, I mean back, right? So it's also show like
Yes.
like you can see like Gamrot don't go forward, he trying like still waiting for the like counting and everything, but it
Mhm.
was like you said, it was close fight. His energy is definitely grow from my on on my look, and like he improved, and they like was the close fight, and I think it's only
Mhm.
about this one, so yeah. And it was in Australia, so the place of the Dan Hooker.
I think that Mateusz really improved his striking game
Hmm.
because he knocked down Dan Hooker one time. Dan Hooker is very good kickboxer, and you can see it in the Rafael Fiziev fight
Mm.
when it was only 2 rounds because of the injury, but Mateusz really was outstriking him in the
Hmm.
first round. Like,
Hmm.
this is the simple boxing, like only straight punches, but it's effective.
Hmm.
Like, mm, finally we have got a knockdown in his fight. Unfortunately, knockdown on Mateusz too, like in his last 6 fights. It's crazy that Rafael dos Anjos knocked down him, almost 30-year-old.
Yeah.
But I think that Mateusz can be a champion one day, but he must improve his game plan. Not exactly his skill abilities, but his game plan.
Hmm.
He has got the cardio for the 5 rounds that you can see in Arman Sarukian fight, which was absolutely beautiful. These
Hmm.
wrestling exchanges were amazing, and I think that he cannot just go all the time for the takedowns
Yeah.
because
He can.
judges.
Yeah. Yeah. Say. because you say about the also judges, right? Like that's what I say. Like, if you show them you are, you keep, you are the one who play the game, you are the
Hmm.
one to put the card and everything. It's also look different, and he still, look like, like he afraid of the Dan Hooker. He tried like
Hmm.
not catch anything. He don't try to win. He just don't try to not lose. And I think this was the big part, and of course, can be his belief about his ability on the standing game. So I think that's why he, when whatever, he see, he get, tired, or like, some one punch
Hmm.
and everything, he goes straight to the legs. And it's it's not even counted. It's really looks sad, because it's going like almost like going on the four, like how you call this, like, on the ground, just to catch the leg,
Yes.
like help me. Yeah, it's like it's close game, but I think, Dan Hooker deserved for this, because he was the guy who take the risk. He take definitely, Dan Hooker take more risk on this game. And I think, it was like a quiet, like a show. Like, it's very hard to judge, because even on the Arman fight,
Hmm.
you can put winning to Arman anyway. So I think it's like a quiet, just a little
Yes.
karma, like he can,
Hmm.
lose on the Arman, and he win with the, Dan Hooker. So, but yeah.
We can't forget about the Jalen Turner fight. Like, it was close fight too, and split decision win, if I
Hmm.
remember. And like, I think Gamrot must show Dana White that he can submit someone, he can knock out someone, because now it's only decisions. But I think very entertaining fights from
Hmm.
him this year and last year. I think that
What
he
I
could be a
also see,
champion one
like,
day.
he was.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, I believe, absolutely. Like, I think it's more about his self confidence. He looks like,
Mm-hmm.
confidence about, when he talk, even on Polish, but even on the, press conference, on the whole, like his marketing and the promotion, like he was quiet, not like nobody. Maybe because of the, it was not main event, of course. It was not the, there was not the first person who was most entertainment and everything, but still, like, he should improve his, promotion level, which is my big part of this one, because it's also show you about your confidence, and it's also,
Mm-hmm.
like, your opponent, can also see this, who you are. We know that Conor McGregor is the big sample, the guy who can put himself to someone's head. Of course, there's a skill and everything, but don't get me wrong. There's a lot of percentage of the someone who know the psychology, who know the fear
Mm-hmm.
of other people. You can build a lot of confidence, but your conversation, but how you talk, how you speak, and it's affect people. This is big game of the, martial arts, what people don't know, but it's mentality is the big part of this one. People can broke other people just using the correct words, and we see this many times. Especially like, Leon Edwards, when it's Colby Covington, everything was very emotional. He talked about his father dead, and things like this, and it was go very deep to someone head. So Leon won this fight, successfully, but still, it's the all the psychological game. It's make a lot of sense, and I think, like, I know, Garmo trying to learn more English and everything, but he should also work about his ability, to be more entertaining, because we know it's the part of the game. We know this is. It sometimes it depends who you get the next of your opponent. It's Dana what. We see that it's about the, money game. We have now, Alex Pereira with, what his name? Forgot his name. I watched his on the.
Kyle Roundtree.
Yeah, and I think they
Yeah.
choose him because it's controversial, and I know they choose
Yes.
him because it's a lot of, noise about his, catch them on the USADA, about the, there's no
Mm-hmm.
USADA anymore, but, but steroids, whatever he use and everything, of course, can be like some, the story is about, he didn't know about this one, and he get, very long when he need to wait to come back and everything, and they even take him before. And of course, why he get the title shot, he's number 8, I think, right? And
Number 7.
yeah, number 7, number 8, but still, you have so
Um,
many,
yeah,
fighters.
number 8. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I also see this like someone says somewhere 7 or 8. I think
Okay,
it was
okay, okay.
I think it was about the Dricus, yeah, Dricus when he said about because he talked about the like he want to fight Dricus to come back to 185,
hmm But I
So
think Kyle get this title shot because he finishes his fights in a spectacular way. Like his knockouts are amazing. Uh, his opponents are out cold, and mm, I think Dana can see a little bit chances of Roundtree knocking out Pereira, like Adesanya did about 1 year ago, but I don't see many chances in Kyle
or
versus
I
Dana.
have a different theory. What if if the Alex Pereira, of course, there's also Thomas Pinal about the fight with the
hmm
John Jones, but it was also talking about the Alex Pereira versus John Jones. Maybe because Dana White love John Jones, so he don't want to make any option like the John Jones will can fight with the Alex Pereira. So if the Alex Pereira lose with him, with what his name again, the Rotter.
Roundtree.
Yeah. So
Roundtree.
if you lose with him, like he'll be like out of the let's say even division or even the possibilities to fight someone on the top, right? Because fighting with someone who is top 8, then you lose your position. You lose your
hmm
superpower like this. The same would happen with the Gamrot. He lose his position. He don't go from the 12th, the rank, but he lose like I think 3 position. He's number 8 now
hmm
or 7, Gamrot, right?
Gamrot is number 8
8, yes. So
because Hooker was 11th, like, and now he's on 5th spot.
yeah, yeah.
I think that Alex Pereira can be a heavyweight champion because he's weighing about 240 pounds in his normal life. And we, the biggest question about Alex Pereira's game is his ground game because and not we haven't seen it yet. Like he take down Adesanya one time in their first time in the first fight.
Yeah.
I remember it. But I don't know why he is not fighting Magomed Ankalaev. Like this guy have got very good wrestling, very good sambo, and now he is. Who is he fighting with? Rakic,
Oh,
I think.
Rakic, yes.
Yes, Alexander Rakic, and it is easy fight for him. Like Rakic
Yeah.
is only kickboxer. Rakic lost to Prochaska last time.
Yeah.
He lost to Bohovic via injury. Like, I don't think
Yeah, but
it's.
he's out. Yeah, he would not have, like definitely he will not have chance with
Yes,
Magomed, and like we see the grand game even on the Alex with the Błachowicz, with our Polish fighter,
yes,
and
yes.
I'm
And
100% believe like Błachowicz won the fight, and and it was for me absolutely he won the fight, and
like,
only
it was Alex's closest fight in UFC, definitely.
yeah.
I think it was closer than his first matchup with Adesanya. Like,
Hmm.
he did more damage to Adesanya than to Błachowicz. Like, I remember third round when 40-year-old Jan Błachowicz with zero cardio, like, was standing and trading punches with him, and I think he won the third round. I really believe that Jan won this fight,
Yeah.
but I think his mental after the fight can decide on judges.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely. He
he
was
just
like
sat down and was
yeah.
like,
No, yeah,
and
this
Pereira
was
like was standing and looking at the fans.
absolutely.
You can't do that.
Yeah,
You can't do that if
absolutely.
you
I'm
fight.
agree. Yeah, absolutely. I'm agree. Like he was staying, like he lose everything. Like damn,
Yes,
I lose.
but it was very close fight with Alex Pereira,
Yeah,
like the double time two weight classes glory
yeah,
champion, two weight classes UFC champion.
yeah,
Like you
yeah.
can't do that after that close fight.
Yeah. That was doesn't matter how tired you are. You should at least stand up. At least
hmm
be in neutral position. But and I believe like the body language and everything was really matters, because even on my head, like
Hmm.
I stay sitting like, what, why you like this, like you
Yes,
looks like you get
yes,
knocked down already, you don't have power energy,
yes.
and
He looked like Conor after
yeah,
second fight with Poirier.
yeah, damn, was really sad. I was like,
Yeah, you, you
no,
you you just can't do that.
hands
Like,
hands up, hands up, like I stand up, and even your body like body, but put your head up. You have enough power to do it, this one. You have enough power to, like, like, he don't get knocked down, so it's, he should have the power, like, it's simple things. And I know Gamrot, I think Gamrot learned about this one, so he always after the fight,
mhm.
he tried stand up, run, hands
Yeah,
up and
even
everything.
when the judge grabs his
Yeah,
hands,
yeah,
is very good because
you need to,
people
yeah.
see that he believes that he won the
Yeah,
fight.
yes, absolutely. And I think it should be the part of the preparation, the part of
Yes.
the, workout and everything, because it's how you look, even how you go out after the round. It's important, right? Doesn't matter what happened. You go out and how you stand up. You see, like many fighters, sometimes it's good to show, like was amazing fight Dustin Poirier with the Max Holloway, when he, like, before that, like the even the ring or the start the round, he stand on the center and he showed to Max,
Yes.
like, "Ah, come on," and like, "Oh, okay, okay, I go to you." Yeah, but it's the show, and it's also make a lot of sense,
Mhm.
about how people, look at you, how people judge you, what was your, matchmaker, how looks next and everything, because you need to entertain, and it's not takes you so much energy just to do it, this one, because it's just mental things. If this one give you 5% more chance to win the game, you should do that, because it's not,
Mhm.
if you can show one more time, punch, you should stand up, and put your face, smile, whatever, like, yeah, you're absolutely right. This is for me,
A good
big
example
part.
of good psychology after the fight and after the training camps. It
Yeah,
is not MMA fighter, but now for organization boxing champion Alexander Usyk always goes to fight dancing, goes after fight dancing, and if you see his training videos, he's all time happy and
yeah.
all time training hard too. And I think this is the good mental of the champion
Yeah, and
now.
also, like, he even about his English and everything, try to be more talking and everything
Yes,
and fun
I'm
joke
very
and
feel.
everything. Yeah, yeah, I'm very feel. Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
very, very
Yeah,
feel.
that was great. But you see, we have Alex Pereira who don't speak English, but his personality, his entertainment,
Yeah,
even
like
even going to the seminars,
he's
invite other
entertained.
people.
He has got entertainment because he's not entertaining.
Yeah,
Like
but
he's only
but
standing and looking at people's face like he should kill them in a seconds.
yeah, and then you have a Shama, but it's style. It's style,
Ma.
like he go
Yes.
to. Yeah, it's shama, like in Polish, like food, right?
Mhm.
Shama. So I always say, like, oh, shama, like he's hungry because he cutting weight so much. But yeah, it's the big part of the entertainment, having personality, which it's made a lot of sense if you're on this business. It depends how many pay-per-view you sell. It's so even
Mhm.
going to the seminars, and connect with other fighters and everything. Everyone should do it. We see Pereira, he trained with the Sean Strickland, right? Like he
Mhm.
going to the fighters, he going to the Europe seminars, he going to the Australia seminars and everything, and he's always around the people, and it's make a lot of sense to invite him for the next pay per view show, like the last chance of the save the card. That's why Dana White choose him, because he attract people, he make the sales, even if he's not the guy who speak English. It doesn't matter. He's still entertained. He's still active. He still give a lot of circle. Make a jokes with the. Basically, I love this his coach. I mean also fighter,
Glover
Glover, right?
Teixeira.
Like, yeah, they make
Yes.
amazing connections, amazing story. And it's it's a crazy things. Like the. Glover take belt from the Bohovic later,
From Jan,
was
yes.
on the fight, and it's super mix, but it's
Later, he'll take the belt from Teixeira, and
yeah.
later Pereira knocked out Hill. It's crazy story.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And he's, everything stay on the
Yeah,
family. Yeah,
Pereira is entertaining because to be honest, I don't think the Pereira Roundtree fight is very entertaining to watch. But I will watch it because I want to see one more victim of Alex Pereira. That's why I'm looking at his
Mm.
career, and I think he's now the biggest UFC star of the active fighters, because we can't talk about John Jones and Conor McGregor
Hmm.
being stars because they haven't fought in last 2 years. I think maybe a
Yeah.
little bit more. Mm,
No, like a top, like yeah, there's Alex. It's also like how many times he fight already this year? 3 or 4, right?
Four, four. This is
Crazy.
crazy. Like this is very good champion mentality.
Yeah,
Like you must defend your belt, and
yeah.
that's very good because I think he when he takes the fight with
Hmm.
someone like Kai Ranchi, he shows Dana that he wants to defend the belt, and later he can go to the heavyweight and be
Hmm.
the first man to be the champion in free weight classes.
Can be because
Yeah,
heavyweight. It's weird. It's weird
it's
division.
weak division.
Like it's so there's now it's so much mix. We have a It's weak division. Yeah, it's weak division. Like, I believe
Mhm.
also Thomas Pinal because I believe he's also improvement and
Arsenal is a very good
like
fighter.
yeah, he like I see him like before and I never see him as a champion, but I think he built his confidence, through the time, the winning and everything and ability, and I think he put more time and the effort for the training because it's his whole life, and then more money
Mhm.
come and of course the business and everything behind this one, so he can fully focus on the fight, and he know like the fight with the John Jones, like it's still more about the promotion, because the John Jones, like some Conor and you can just talk about this person and it still bring a lot of views, a lot of attention and everything, so they just use this just to grab attention, just to grab the views. Doesn't matter if he fight to be cancelled, there's still about the numbers of the views. I lost you. Okay, you back.
Yes, I am back. What we were talking about
Yeah.
because
Yeah, we talk about the
like
heavyweight. We talk about the heavyweight because we have so much mix, and even the last fight, we see the what was the like Thomas Pinal
Thomas Pinal
versus
versus Curtis the Razor Blades, and it was
yeah,
about a minute.
yeah.
It was crazy. Like this fight showed us that Thomas Pinal has got very high fight IQ because
Hmm.
Blades caught him in the first 10 seconds with 1-2, and tried to do it a few times, but like Aspinall on his sleep, right hand, and Blades is almost out. He knocked out Pavlovich. That was crazy. Like I didn't think that this fight can go this way.
Mm.
I personally think that Pavlovich will knock him out, like he knocked out all the other fighters that he fought. But mm, I think Aspinall's biggest, uh, biggest
Stress
ability,
strength. Yeah, yeah.
yes, is his speed. Like
Mm.
his speed on heavyweight is amazing. You can see this in his last fight before the title shot, I think, with Marcin Tybura.
Hmm.
Like this
Yeah,
1-2 and high kick was so fast.
I
It was like he was in the welterweight.
I can say his speed compared to the Sirigain and the John Jones. John Jones looks so slow, to be honest, so slow,
Mm-hmm.
much slower. I was really surprised for the first minute, the
Like we
punches and
can see
everything.
only 2 minutes of John Jones in heavyweight,
Yeah, was
but
slow,
he was
was
slow
slow.
in
Yeah,
striking. Yes, like
yeah,
he tried to kick and then do the circle, and he was slow. And
yeah,
he don't look his physical abilities don't look so good.
yeah. Yeah, this, like I don't. Of course, the Syrian game is a kickboxer, so his ground game, everything have no choice and no chance on the ground game, and it was. I was also surprised on the submission because it was so weird, position close to the
Yes,
cage, and
like
it's like
it
how
was a
this
weird
happened?
guillotine.
Yeah, I never
But
see like it.
John said after fight that he heard that something in his neck was broke.
Ah,
I don't think it's true, but it was crazy guillotine. Like
yeah,
weird. Maybe not
yeah.
crazy, but weird.
Yeah,
Uh,
can be some injury, whatever, maybe some, because like never see like that, that it was really like not so much space, and especially on the like this
mhm.
position and especially on
Like
the
on the cage. They
yeah,
were on the cage.
yeah, they're like almost
Gane was sitting, almost
yeah,
sitting, and he
yeah,
submitted him by guillotine.
by
It's crazy.
guillotine, yeah, like he was
Yes.
like straight and he put the
Yes.
head like
It
how,
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so like I think the Thomas Pinal, I don't know, I think it will not happen. I think I
It
you
will.
know I
It won't happen. It definitely
no,
won't happen.
I
Tom
almost
Aspinall
yeah.
versus John Jones. This fight will not happen in the history of this sport. John
I
Jones is scared.
I was almost meet John Jones in Bangkok when he was on the event.
Hmm.
He was on the also Bangtao and the Bangkok, and I also talked with his his manager Abraham Kafka or Kava. Kava, it's funny because it's the same like
Yes,
coffee in Poland. Yeah,
coffee in
so
Poland.
yeah, I almost catch that because I thought they go out. So I but I see like how busy they are with the seminars and how much money they can get from seminars. So it's he still need to be like need to talk about them because it's helped them with the promotion. So that's why it's always talking. It's always some conversation. It's always time to time trying to face some other fighter, talk about the Steve Miocic, talk about injuries and everything because it's your business. You need to still be get attention, and who give you attention? Like all the UFC community, all the people who are in media and everything. So if you run your business, which it's you organize seminars and everything, it must be still people need to talk about you because if you still on the people mouth and everything, you'll get more attention and you get definitely more money
And
by
more
invited.
money.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of money. So doesn't matter you active or not. You need to take care of your brand, and I think John Jones need to take care of his brand because even if it's whatever after Stipe Miocic, I don't know if it even will happen. It's confirmed. I don't think so.
I'm not yet, but I have seen that on
I lost
UFC
you.
30. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
It is not confirmed yet, but I have seen that on UFC 309 or 310. It will happen. But this is crazy. First time they announced their fight, it was UFC 295.
Yeah.
And I don't think that any MMA fan in the world is like, oh, I must see this fight. No, like, we all know that John will win this fight because Stipe hasn't fought in like 4 years, I think.
Yeah. It'll be 4 years almost. Yeah.
His last fight was with Ngannou,
Yeah.
that he was knocked out. I will
Yes.
check it in a second. Yeah, it was in 2021. In March 2021, it
Yeah.
is about 3 years. Uh,
And he's 43.
he's 43. Yes, that's crazy.
I mean, on heavyweight's quite different.
Okay,
Let's talk
yes.
about this one. I see the heavyweight fight longer. I don't know, but I think last time I talked with someone about this one, and I think the reason is it's about the cutting weight. I think this is the big part. They don't need to cut weight,
Okay.
so it's save them a lot
Uh,
of hurt.
Chris Barnett, he needs to cut weight. He one time missed weight in heavyweight. Like
Oh,
he was over 120 kilograms. This is this guy that he trains taekwondo and he knocked out. I don't remember who he knocked out by the spinning wheel kick, like with the hand on the ground. It was Conor, I think.
I didn't know there's a limit of the heavyweight. I thought it's no limit.
Yes, in UFC you have got the limit of heavyweight, about
Oh my god.
120 kilograms.
Oh, but who's the closest
You have
one?
got the limit. Uh,
Tai to Ivasai, I think it's quite big
uh,
dude.
I said Chris Barnett, like he
Ah,
missed
okay,
weight one
okay.
time.
Okay, okay,
He's
okay.
crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And I think who is heavy? uh,
There's many heavy, like this. Everyone is
yes,
heavy there basically.
Pavlovich always weights about the scale of heavyweight, I think.
Yeah, tied to us to Uvasa, it's also 121 kilogram. But
Whoa.
it's different when it's like
Oh, like now
weights.
his downfall of his career is very
Yeah.
sad because he was always entertaining to watch. Like, uh, I talked about his fight with Derek Lewis some time ago, and
Yeah.
I was laughing with my friend that this fight was generated by AI because I don't know how that happened. This elbow knockout was so crazy, like,
Okay.
but now I think he lost his last 5 fights. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Even he lost to Tibura by submission in the first round.
Oh my God, I watched last time,
Mm,
with the Tibura. He fight with the uh
Sergei Spivak.
oh, it was fucking easy, like a simple, like, I cannot believe it, like it's happened so fast, and like he didn't get attention about the
Yes, like this is
his there was
this is how the heavyweight in UFC looks like now. Like Styles makes fights.
yeah,
Tibura submits to Ivasa in one round and then he gets submitted in his next fight the same way in the
yeah.
first round by Spivak, who is lighter than him. And uh,
Yeah, it was, but
I
he was lighter, but he was the same time he was more flexible. So
yes,
he didn't realize he's able to to go for the submission on this way, because I think uh it was, what was this? He get no Kibura. Uh, how he got submit?
uh, Tibura last time.
Yeah, I think was
Uh, I don't remember, to be honest. Mm, it was
I
armbar. It was Balacha in Polish.
yeah, it was simple. Yeah, yeah. I always forgot the English.
Mhm.
How is English?
Yeah, now I have got
Armbar,
the
right?
ranking.
Armbar.
Armbar, like just armbar or straight
Yeah, yeah,
straight
armbar.
armbar if
Yeah.
you are in the top mount. I have got the heavyweight rankings now, and I can read you all the names, and nobody beats Thomas Pinal. I think Cyril Gunn, I think, is the closest one because his kickboxing skills are very good, and he can also catch your leg and some beat you,
But he lose
possibly
with
from
some Polish
very.
guy before UFC, right?
Yes, I think he
Okay, I'm
he
back.
lost to he lost to Łukasz Parobiec, I think. Now
Łukasz
the
Parobiec. Łukasz
yes, Łukasz
Parobiec.
Parobiec. He is now the bare knuckle fighter in Poland in the
Okay.
Gromda organization, and he's the champion. I think. Like I very like watching his fights. He's very entertaining. Sirigan, I think. Do you believe that he can like win with Thomas Pinal? I don't think so.
You mean that he lose with no, like he did fight with Thomas with that Sirgain?
Yes. How do you think this fight will go?
Let me check
Aspinall
this out.
versus Gain.
So they didn't fight. Yeah, okay, they didn't fight. Yeah.
Yes, like I am asking you, what would you think? What will happen?
I mean, I like the physique and the basic ability of the Surigain. This, like I think he's a very good kickboxer on his weight and everything. He's quite flexible on his legs, so I think this one can be some advantage of this one. But the Thomas Pina at the same time, he's also very flexible and fast, and he have a better ground game definitely.
Better ground game.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's all.
yeah,
Like Thomas Pinal, his main ability is ground game.
yeah, yeah,
The fact that he is very good boxer is amazing.
yeah.
The third place in UFC heavyweight ranking is Alexander Volkov, and that's an interesting story because I think, he was a gatekeeper of heavyweight division for the
Hmm.
last few years about the top
Hmm.
10, but now, like he won with Pavlovich. by a very good the fight and
Hmm.
by decision, if I remember. Uh,
It's such a mix there, it's such a mix. Like there's not like anybody fresh, and definitely the top need to be
okay,
changed.
only one fresh person is Jalton Almeida, but he lost to Blades last time. Like
Ah,
he only goes to the ground. His fights are boring, and I
I
don't want to
remember.
see him getting the title shot.
Oh, I,
No,
I remember.
thank
It's like,
you.
oh my God, that
Yeah,
was. I expect something different, because it looks like he has will be so much, the
yes,
power, energy,
yes.
and everything.
His
That
physical
looks like,
abilities are
yeah,
amazing.
that looks fucking monster. And then what they show is like,
Hmm.
oh my God, it was super bored. Yeah. So yeah, there's nobody there. Definitely the top ranking to be changed. The top Aspinall
Like that,
shouldn't.
all the top 15 is washed.
Yeah.
Like you have Stipe Miocic on seventh place. I don't know why. You have got the
Yeah.
referees here. You have got Rogero de Lima that last time got knocked out by Derek Lewis by his
Yeah.
amazing flying switch knee.
But if it's like Thomas Pinal will be like official champion and everything, it's even show them more attention to this, because it can be someone who is who have a really serious knockouts of the people, and he basically of the last his fights he's fucking like finishing them on their first round. So you can get a really good champion, and who also can promote of the heavyweight, and make some noise even of this division. So it will be cool, because I think he deserved. After this all fights, he deserved to be undisputed UFC champion, heavyweight champion.
Yes,
So
I think if Jones fights Stipe, then he retires. I think
yeah,
that
I
is
think so. I think
the
so. I think so. But like I said, the noise must be made. The attention and everything. The names must work and everything, because he's still, this is business between people. If Dana White talk about him, there's many business connected. He's still on UFC rank. He still promote. He still get money and everything. So people need to talk each other. And don't get me wrong. Like I love John Jones about his mindset, and I mean he's very smart guy. He's a very nice dude. On his current position,
Mhm.
and he's like I love to seeing him when he talk with the people. Like he's really kind. I remember I you remember guy Rambo.
Yes,
Yeah, so when he also
Anthony
died.
Johnson.
Yes, exactly. He died like 2 years ago. It was amazing speech when he was on
Yes.
the stage, and he finished his career, because he's
Oh,
very
I
serious
remember.
problems. Remember, right? And he said to John Jones,
Yes.
like hey Jones, like we didn't give the fight to the fan what they want, but maybe on the next life we can do, and like don't
Yeah.
I don't need to boo you, baby. Like I have nothing but love for you. That was very beautiful moment, because like I love the people like who really bring the positivity, and to show you don't need to like bullshit other people to get attention. And I think the biggest person who bring the love and the good vibe and the positivity, and they don't make any beef, like serious beef with anybody, is the Max Holloway, which is sample of someone who
Yes.
go to the top, and who don't.
Blessed, like his nickname said.
Yeah, the blessed, the
Yeah.
blessed man forever, right? The new term
Yes.
of the
Like I
BMF.
love this guy. You cannot don't like this guy. Like
Yeah,
exactly like the Stephen Wonder Boy Thompson. It
yeah.
is the same. They are the most kind fighters that I have ever seen. And Max is a warrior. He is a true warrior. I think he loses to Topuria, but it will be definitely an entertaining fight.
Yeah. It's yeah. He
I
should
think Max
lose.
will.
He should lose to Justin Gaethje. Many people opinion. I said like
Yes,
yeah. People
but
say yeah.
I think Max will get submitted or TK out on the ground because you must remember that Ilya Topuria is BJJ fighter. He's not boxer. He has got very good boxing abilities, but he mainly trains the ground game, and
Okay.
we haven't seen the good Max Holloway's ground game. To be honest, I love this guy, but this is this business.
Yeah, he don't. Yeah, absolutely. He need to train more on the UFC game, the Grand game. So yeah, but my last podcast, real podcast, it was with the guy who fought Max Holloway on the UFC in the Singapore. His name is Will Chope, and he was my guest. Yeah, 5 days ago basically, and it was funny because I go with this guy for the BJJ camp. And like and the guy looks like Stipe Miocic, and I said, like he looks like the guy from the UFC, and like who, like
How
Stipe
much he
Miocic.
weighs now?
Yeah, basically, like he's 70 something, so he's very
Okay,
skinny.
okay,
So,
okay.
but
Yeah,
he's
the
very strong.
welterweight version
Yeah,
of Stipe
exactly,
Miocic.
exactly. So he said, "Oh, basically, he said I fought with the UFC with the Max Holloway." It's like what? And then we talk. Yeah, it was crazy story, because he was cut from the
Yeah.
UFC of the some drama, family like the case with the fighter with his wife and story like this, which was happened 5 years before his fight, but was a crazy story. Someone put more light on this, changed the title like it's happened like yesterday, and the UFC take this too serious, whatever, and they cut him from the UFC. He have a contract for the next fights, and he said he have a big chance to fight with Conor McGregor. So it was crazy story, yeah. But he didn't give up. He basically next fight. He changed the federation. He fight again after like 2-3 months, and so yeah. But was So it was my plan to have first fighter from the UFC on my podcast, and I got this. So yeah, it was mission complete. Yeah. So we have a like the Max Holloway, yeah, will be very interesting, but the BMF,
It's not on the
it's not on
line.
the table.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not on
But
the line.
I think it's stupid. It should be on the table. Like UFC can promote it about double belt fight, and mm,
Ilya,
but
it's not deserved to
I
be
don't think
BMF.
that
He didn't
we
deserve.
can.
He didn't deserve.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
I want to say it.
yeah.
Like you can call Ilya Tupuria BMF.
No, it's
Like
not the
he's
point.
very good fighter, but it's not the point. Yeah, this is the belt. Like you remember, like Diaz.
Yeah,
This is the real BMF. Like
yeah. Bro, with the Leon Edwards, after like it was basically was knocked down for the
yeah,
Leon, on the Leon Edwards, and he don't go forward on him. He just
like
fucking
he,
point him.
yes,
Oh my
it was
god.
like I was watching this fight and I was like, why are you not attacking him? You can win it in seconds.
Yeah,
But no, he must emote him, and,
yeah,
and
but
he is
yeah,
just Nate Diaz. Like
yeah.
that is all.
That's
That is
BMF.
Nate
That's
Diaz style.
BMF. Yeah, that's BMF. And you
Yes.
see, like in his even like career and everything, of course he have amazing fights. He won with the Conor McGregor, and but his like ability to be himself, to basically entertain on his own way, to not adjust to anybody. It's amazing because he's built his confidence absolutely, and and he don't give a fuck about anything else, which is really, really uncommon because many people just like even don't want to put the risk, and I think the many people should like take the risk, like a Max Holloway and everything, because it's sometimes it's not only about to save game, and they need to do something more, and uh BMF in general, bring a new energy to the what is this. So I think it's a special things, and the people who like have the balls should only carry this BMF. Like if Ilya Tipur have a belt BMF, like it's not fit, to him, like
No,
it's
no.
but
But
it'll be
there's no
it'll be
one now
yeah,
that Max can fight for this title. I think
yeah. We have
Justin Gaethje was a good contender. Like his
Justin
fights
Gaethje,
were
yeah,
amazing.
Justin Gaethje.
But I think I very like the idea of the career-ending Dustin Poirier fight, like Poirier versus Holloway. I really love this idea. And
Third,
BMF title, third
it will
time,
be
yes,
yeah, third time,
third
right? Third
time,
time,
yes,
yeah.
1-1 now, I think.
It can be. It will be it'll be good for Dustin Poirier because he will not fight longer. He need to have something more. He even say this.
He has got
Uh,
the last fight on his contract, and he said
yeah.
that it will be his last fight. Like uh, his fight, I love Dustin Poirier. This is personally one of my favorite fighters,
Mm,
and I didn't think that he will improve so good with Islam Makhachev.
man,
Like
that was
it
an
was,
amazing fight. Yeah, it was
yes,
close.
it like in the third and fourth round, the elbows that he gave him to the head, they did real damage. Like
Yeah,
he was close to knocking out or submitting by guillotine.
yeah. Because we
Islam
don't.
Makhachev.
Because we didn't see from the fight with the what is the French guy, the Denis,
Uh,
uh, the guy who
which
fought before Islam, Dustin Poirier,
Dustin Poirier,
with the French guy.
Benoit Saint Denis, yeah.
Yeah, so basically, like it's he looks, not that strong, because he slipped so many times for the guillotine, So if we see this happen with the Islam, oh, like it'll be a big mistake, This, like attempt guillotine and they like slip so many times, It's Islam will definitely not, not, like he used the situation to do it everything what he want. So
Like he
it's
only dominated him on the ground in the first round. Like later,
yeah.
it were exchanges on the feet, and Dustin. Like I think the judges were to the fourth round, heading to the five. Poirier was winning in the one judge's card, and two other judges were
Yeah,
giving this fight to Islam. But
yeah.
I think nobody beats Islam now if we are talking about the lightweight division. Uh, Islam, I can say it, Islam is the better version of Khabib. Like
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely,
the
yes, yeah,
ground abilities are comparable, but his striking is much better. Like he
yeah,
knocked out the Volkanovski with high kick.
yeah,
That's amazing. He can knock people out. He has got very good striking abilities. He was trading punches with Poirier, who is one of
yeah,
the best boxers and kickboxers in the history of this sport. Like, I
yeah.
must look at the rankings, but I don't think there is any way that Makachev can lose the belt now. Maybe Arman. Arman is a tough fighter, but I don't think so. Like,
We see the fight, first fight, like everyone, improve. I think the Arman get a lot of confidence after the fight with the Charles Oliveira. So he built himself again. He definitely struggled, losing with the Gamrot. So I mean, he have a potential. He's strong. He's strong. Like it's so much mixed now, and like we don't know what will happen now with the lightweight because they still waiting for the Islam, right? Like he have some injuries, so they thinking like they will be fight. There's so much options there, right? Like a Charles Oliveira, with the who jump in, even Dan Hooker. Like they wanna put Dan Hooker. Yeah, I think
even
it's
Ben
set up.
Hooker. Like,
I think it's
yes.
set up. I think
Yes.
unofficial, but I
Yes.
think it's very will be very possible because marketing way like
I
two
think
blonde guys.
yes, but it will be a fun fight. Like I
Hmm.
think this fight will be similar to fight Makachev Poirier.
Yeah,
Like they will just stand and trade punches. I
yeah,
love
that'll be
watching that. That's what I
yeah.
expect from the good title fight.
Yeah, they
You like
both go forward. They go forward.
mhm.
They both like they're really like all in. They're not afraid. They're not afraid to take punches. Like compared to Gamrot,
Yes.
Gamrot afraid to take any punch. He
Yes,
like
like when
really
he gets punched, he's slipping to the
yeah,
right and to the left and going around the
yeah,
cage. And suddenly going for the double leg on the
yeah.
or the one leg takedown.
Yeah, it's you see like he's he afraid he don't want to take the risk, but these two dudes like fuck they go all in. It would be definitely like a Justin with the Max. They all go forward and they exchange. Like I really want to see Gamrot when he will be staying on the front of someone and not afraid to to work on his
He was
foot.
afraid of
Yeah,
Rafael dos Anjos. Like,
yeah,
that's not good.
yeah.
But I think nobody is talking about like Makachev is a very good wrestler, very good sambo player, but nobody is talking about how his fights are entertaining. Like
Oh,
I don't remember his last boring fight. Like
that's
I
true.
love
That's
watching
true.
this
Like,
guy.
and he's really like like bro, like when he talked with the DC even about the promoting fight and everything, his way, it's funny. It's funny. It's like a sometimes
Yes,
it's like a
yes,
cringe,
yes,
but it's a lot of fun.
yes.
Like,
It's a
oh, he have
Russian
a black
English.
belt. Who gave him his black belt? Yeah. Come on, he don't even
Yeah.
speak English. Like, look this guy and everything. Like, it's like a
When
black
I went
joke.
to Dagestan, we smashed you.
Yeah. Like, yeah, we bring your son to Dagestan for 1 year. It's like, no, 1 year, like fucking 2 weeks, 2 weeks, like, yeah, come to Dagestan, like,
Yeah.
yeah. But like, it's big part of their lifestyle. It's a basically like a big community. Like, you can see that they live they're fully, like, it's not about anymore like a lifestyle with the fun parties and everything. It's also connect with this religion, so they're full in, the camp with the cabin and everything. It's crazy advantage.
But
But
he's
yeah,
now injured. He's now
he's the
injured,
injured,
and
yeah.
I think we will get the fight for the interim belt.
Hmm.
Like people were saying that Arman is fighting with winner of Gamrot Hooker. That means that Arman versus Hooker is on the line for the interim belt, and that's a fun fight too.
Yeah.
But physical abilities of Hooker can do this fight. Like Arman is very small for the lightweight division. He's strong, but he's small. That is good in the ground, but in the striking game, I don't think that he will get any chances with Hooker. I think Hooker can take the interim belt. That sounds crazy, but
Yeah.
it can be true. Like
Yeah.
he's amazing fighter. This is I have seen comparison history to the Charles Oliveira history,
Yeah,
and
true. Yeah. Like
yes,
yeah, absolutely. And he improved. He go with the Gamrot like all in, basically. And like he played the card. He choose. He start. He was the one who start everything. Like Gamrot trying to counting punch and everything, but like he do everything. He take the risk. It's the big part of this one. But I really like. I said again, when between the rounds, he'd say to his coach, like, bro, I love this game. He was fucking cut everywhere and everything. Like,
and
was
he was
really,
just smiling.
yeah, it was big cut. They trying to basically stop cut. I was worried it can be like, the cut pen can check. Like it was really big. His
It was
cut
I think he get it from the
first round.
punches on the ground after the knockdown in the first round.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was really like big cut, but they tried to stop with the fucking Vaseline, kilogram
Yes,
Vaseline,
yes.
and they said, "Oh man, I love this shit. I love this shit." It's like, damn, this is like it's a BMF. I can say, this is something of BMF, to be
Oh,
honest.
this is
Yeah,
the BMF. Okay, okay,
yeah,
that's a good idea. Like Hooker fought in the featherweight before, I think.
yes,
Yes.
yes. Oh, he changed
And
many times, basically. Yeah, but he fought with the featherweight.
mhm,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember. I
I was
think
also
he's
I checked last time, and I also was like, wow, he go out, go up, and later, like 2, 3 fights,
uh-huh.
he go to the lightweight. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Okay, so if we are in lightweight, we have got one other Polish fighter in lightweight, and
yeah,
it is Mateusz Rembecki.
yep,
And I think this guy is fun to watch. He lost his last fight with Diego Ferreira, that Gamrot won too. Uh, but I think
he need the
he can.
experience. He need the
Yes,
experience.
he need experience. like before the UFC, he fought only on FEN.
Hmm.
This is not the high quality organization in
Hmm.
Poland. Like this is second.
Remember the Mateusz? It's a black belt. It's a black belt, BJJ.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah. So I think it's he's experience, to because he was very confident. Like that's what I like even from the fight before when he won. I really like his confidence. He, it was on really like high level. He go all in. He go hard, and and it was the same happened with the Ferreira. But it was, he survived. The Ferreira survived. That was the part,
Yeah,
that,
like
and so
it was big bloodbath in this
yeah.
fight.
His gas tank, it was, over after this first round, so that was, big part of the getting experience. Ferreira, his experience is crazy. Like, he fights so many years and he fight really really good fighters, so it's definitely
Yes,
the
like this is the
experience
he is the
one.
veteran of the UFC.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think we can call him definitely. And
yeah,
it was like the test for Mateusz. Is he ready for the top 15?
yeah.
And it sadly showed us that he is not ready yet. But I think now few fights with
He have a
some.
time. How old is Mateusz?
I have got the Sherdog open. He is 31. Like he's not too old. He's in
Yeah,
his prime
yeah, yeah,
now. I think.
he still have 2-3 years, to do
Yes,
something.
physically he is in his prime,
Yes.
but he needs experience and
He need get more experience. Yeah, he was tough fight. And look, his
mhm.
winning streak was crazy. Basically on the last time he lose, like before Ferreira, he lose
He lost in
2020,
2000 to 2014. Yes,
2014. Yeah,
yes, with Paweł Kiełek. On the I don't know this organization. Like this is some underground stuff here, but later he won all the fights in FAN. He won one fight in Dana Contender Series,
yeah,
and he won 3 fights in UFC.
yeah.
Mm,
I'm really like, I met Mateusz in Bangkok. Basically, I thought he come for the camp, but he said he was his first time in Thailand and he just come for holidays. So I said, whoa, you never been Thailand. Like we know like so much fighters come to Thailand. Especially from the Muay Thai, but not only there is a big camp of the Tiger Muay Thai, Bang Tao. Bang Tao is a basically part of the Tiger Muay Thai when they like split and they open the other gym, and I think the 50% of the gym of the Bank Tao is owned by Volkanovski. So
yes,
well,
yes,
yeah,
he bought it a few years ago,
yeah. So we have
I think.
we have so many fighters who come here. So I thought like Mateusz come here to train his striking, but he just come for holiday, and it's how I met him. From the Payong, from the, like I get the contact and everything. So when he was in Bangkok, we supposed to be make a podcast, and I'm really like, but he said,
You are
oh, my
talking
English.
about Piotr Pająk or
No, yeah,
some
we talk
other?
about the Mateusz Rembecki because
Okay.
I tried to make a podcast with him in English, but he said, "Oh, I'm not ready." I said, "You speak very well. I see him like he get interview even after the fight and everything. His English was good, but he said for the podcast he's not ready. So maybe next time,
Gamrot English in his first fight was funny.
yeah, yeah, it was, but
In
like
his interviews, yeah.
but look, he's on the American top team and he's very respectful. Like I see it even he roll with the Craig Jones on the sparring.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. But his main training
So
partner, I think, is Dustin
he's
Poirier.
everywhere, and it's he communicate. It's more about his like an interview or the like the some podcast and everything. So sometimes it's more stress and everything, like I can understand. But he not afraid to talk. He not afraid to be surrendered and to go to the people and everything. He's good friend of the Dustin Poirier sparring partner, which is I
Yes,
think was big part of the Dustin Poirier's success with the Islam because he spent shit a lot of time with the Gamrot with the Dustin on the
but
mat.
they exchanged like Gamrot. I think he improved his striking in the Poirier's camp before the Makachev fight.
Yeah,
Like it's the exchange of the experiences and their skills, and I think it's a very good team. Like training in American top team gives Mateusz a very good opportunity to gain some experience, gain some skills, and maybe some tactics.
Rebecki is also, and
Yes,
Rebecki is also on the
Rebecki trains
American top team.
also in the American
Yeah,
top team. Yeah, Karolina Kowalkiewicz trains here too. If we talk about
yeah,
Polish fighters.
yeah, yeah. So
Y,
it's a
Pytanko mam. Możemy zrobić sekundkę przerwy? Bo
jasne,
ja bym
jasne.
sobie po wodę poszedł.
Spoko, nie ma problemu.
Dzięki, wytniesz to potem.
Dobra,
Nie, po
wytnę.
prostu już mi zaschło w gardle.
Spoko, weź, nie ma problemu.
O,
Okay. And we have soon fight, but I think my podcast will be released later, so we will talk about the next one. We have on the fight night. We have it will be on the September 8th. And I love this dude. His main event it will be Gilbert Burns with Sean Brady, right? Brady. And I love Gilbert Burns. You know, I
okay.
love this dude. You know, yes, it's a UFC
Okay,
fight night.
that's interesting fight.
Yeah.
I see this. Mm, oh, I haven't seen this fight yet, to be honest. It's
No,
really
it will be on
interesting. It's
the
a good
September 8th.
matchup.
It will be yeah. Yeah.
Yes, yes. But I haven't seen that this fight
Ah,
will
okay.
happen.
Okay.
Yes, but it's a very good stylistic fight and very good ranking fight.
Yeah.
Like,
Because we have a Gilbert
I
Burns.
like.
It was the fight with the also Chimaev, right? And I remember with Chimaev and
Oh,
the oh
it
my
was
god,
war. It was
was
very good fight. I
was
really
amazing.
loved
And
it.
I don't believe like I already know the yeah, and it's also show the Chimaev is a fucking human being and he can be beatable for many people,
Yes.
and even on this fight like it was super close fight and I was really sad about the Gilbert Burns because like he's good guy. The first is good guy. He's amazing fighter, and I really believe like he can win this fight, because it was so much things on the table. Chimaev like monster. He beat everyone and trying like put some
But
respect on his name.
Chimaev is now running away from fights. Like he has got booked fight with Whitaker now, I think on the UFC 308. But
Yeah,
on
it
the
was
bets
cancelled
you
last
can
time. Yeah, it was
see.
cancelled. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
cancelled
in the
before.
bets you can see that the you can put money that this fight will not happen and earn less that than we will put that will fight will happen. And
Yeah.
if this fight will happen, I think Chimaev wins with Whitaker. Like Whitaker,
I believe also no, like I love Robert, but I think
like
he's
I wish that Robert wins this, but I don't see his chances. Like
yeah.
maybe in striking, maybe some knockout. That's the only way that I can see Robert winning.
But he's like the position and the like foot game and everything is quite weird, and I think it would be easy for Chimaev to take him down. Like he looks always for me like a not stable on his feet. And like I think it's easy, for Chimaev with his ability to put people down and the fucking control the to the on the octagon on the it will be on the cage, like close to the cage, and I think he will push him and they fucking hold him and they're trying to like you know put
I think he
like
submits him.
it's yeah.
He submits him or TKO. Like, but I think Chimaev prefers to submit his opponents. Uh, I think this fight happens because Chimaev wins it and he can get the title shot. This is the Dana White's plan. Like,
Yeah, it could. You mean the Chimaev with the Dricus, right?
oh,
No, after.
Chimaev with the Dricos will be interesting. Like, I can't say anything about this fight because Dricos is not human being. Like, he was losing to Adesanya. It was the best Adesanya that I have seen from the, I think, before Alex Pereira fights, and he win it some way, like with this crazy straight going forward punches and then beautiful submission. I love this submission. I love the way that he gets
Hmm.
his back. Like it
Yeah.
was so fast, and this submission was so high quality. Like it's he was choking here about 3 seconds. Like
Yeah.
Adesanya tapped out because he must. He will
Yeah.
go out if
Yeah,
he
I see this the same. I see the same. Like it was whoa, like small mistake, because the Adesanya really do well, and
Yes,
I think,
like
yeah.
I think we have seen the good old Adesanya,
Hmm.
like with some crazy stuff like question mark kicks, like many high kicks, many changing positions, doing karate and taekwondo stances. I
Yeah.
This is the Adesanya that I like to watch, not the
Hmm.
Adesanya from I think Vettori fights from first time fight with
Yeah. Yeah.
Whitaker. It was not quite interesting, but it was all good Adesanya. But I don't
Yeah.
think what he can do now. Like
No, now we have a Adesanya or Dricus.
Adesanya,
Hmm.
Dricus is the champion. Like he must defend his belt.
What for
With
Adesanya?
I I don't know, to be honest. Like
If the What if the I don't know even how to pronounce the name. The Rotarin, the guy who fight with the Alex
Rantry,
Rantrik.
Rantry.
Why I forgot his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if the Alex lose with him, and
No, I don't want to watch it anymore.
no,
Like
no, no,
I
no,
love
no,
these
no.
two dudes. Like they can't fight each other every year.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But I think Adesanya can get the winner of Whitaker versus Chimaev if this fight happens.
Okay, okay, but we still
Like
see.
Jared Cannonier is fighting this weekend
Yeah.
with Calio Borraio, I think. I don't. Yes, with Caio Borraio,
Mm-hmm.
and Marvin Del Vettori is not opponent for Adesanya. Like this. Oh, maybe we have got one another interesting fight in middleweight, and guy that I love to watch, and this is one of my favorite fighters, Brendan Allen versus Nasruddin
Mm-hmm.
Imadov. I don't remember. Imavov, yes. Adesanya can fight with the winner of this bout. I think it makes sense with the rankings.
Okay. But we'll still see what's happened with the, Sean Strickland and with
Sean
Rico. So
Strickland is like people don't like watching him because he has got the straight style, like only going with straight punches, one, two, sometimes the front push kick.
yeah, but it was
But
was
I
fun.
love
Was
watching
fun with
him.
the.
Yes, I love watching him. Like uh, his opponents get so mad because he fights so simple and no one can beat him. That's
He
amazing. I
go
think
he go forward.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
Sean
what I
won the
like also.
fight with Dricus, in my opinion.
Mm,
I have it for Sean in my personal
mm,
scorecard, but it's okay. Like it was close fight. Dricus deserved the belt.
mm.
Like they go to war. They went to war.
That's why it will
It
be a
was
rematch.
amazing fight.
That's why it will be one more fight.
We
That's.
don't know because Dana said that he don't like the idea of Sean fighting Dricus again because Sean is not entertaining in his opinion. I don't think so. I love watching Sean Strickland. Like exactly in the end of the rounds when he goes like just jumping and kicking his opponents, like he did with Paulo Costa. He knocked down him with this crazy
It was
stuff.
crazy, yeah.
Yes,
And the last 10
like
seconds, the same with Adesanya, come on, motherfucker.
yeah, and this
But you
front
know,
push kicks. I really love his front push kicks. Like
yeah,
it does the job.
yeah.
Like
It's like keep the distance, and exactly there's it's going straight to the stomach and everything. It's definitely you put your stamina down, and it's a big
mhm.
part of his game plan. Like yeah, his style's weird, but he work out and he's active.
That's
He's
why
super.
his fight with Duplessis was so fun to watch because Duplessis style is weird too. It's I
Yeah,
think it's more weird.
yeah.
Like this guy is moving like he has got all broken bones, and his punches are crazy. He's going
Yeah,
all forward with his body, and
he do it like the
yeah, styles makes fights.
who was the Cep, like like some his punches like from Popek or Pudzianowski,
Okay, okay.
like that's the the
Overhead.
top, yeah, the overhead, like oh my god,
Yes.
like he put so much energy to this, like so much energy. So of course, if it catch someone, this one it can be lucky punch, but yeah, it's quite like miss punch, but yeah, but he's champ, and I think it's also deserved the respect what happened after the fight with the Adesanya. It was cool, was really really respectful, and I think Adesanya like get back so much fans about this one because it's a show like the true warrior and respect for the other people and everything. And I think it was like one of his podcasts when he also, I don't remember the part, but I see this like some shorts when he also realized about the the respect other fighter, and it's also showing you like what kind of person you are after the fight. So I think he learned a lot of about this one, so yeah. And Sanya have also like he takes say to the Dana White because they kick out like Francis from the like history of the UFC, telling like he's the first Nigerian or the fighter or something like this.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
yeah, and
Cameroonian.
yeah, and this and Adesanya said like like he would try to fix and basically like but Dana White take the responsibility for this, and he say apologize and say sorry to
We know
Adesanya.
that
So
Dana White don't like Ngannou, and I
yeah, but
think
even if it was not his fault, because I believe for the this massive production, someone make decision, but
yes, like
he need to take the
that.
responsibility.
Yes, but it is not Dana fault. Like Dana
Yeah, but
doesn't do the text between fighters. Like no.
yeah, but he take the responsibility, and it's how people should act. If it's your
Hmm.
company, you take the responsibility. It doesn't matter
Yes,
if
even if
someone,
you don't do that, like
yeah, you
someone
take
must take the
responsibility.
responsibility.
Yes, exactly. So it's good, it's good to showing like the character of the people, which I believe, the Dana White is the amazing personality with amazing story, and I love his transformation, with his body, with his with his basically body and
Hmm.
the same mindset and everything, because it's also show the sum of other people. You don't need to be fucking boss and be fat and gambling and the fucking alcohol and everything, and but you need to take care of yourself as well. So it's also show nice perspective and like
Yeah, that's the
which
same like Joe Rogan. Like Joe Rogan
yeah.
is training kickboxing now too.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
he's very good kickboxer. Have you seen his kicks? Like he kicks
yeah,
so hard.
yeah,
Uh, I'm scared of his kicks.
yeah. But he
Okay,
he yes. I just want
okay,
to say one thing
okay,
because
okay,
you
okay,
see when
okay.
you saw
Hmm.
about Joe Rogan, possible this year we'll see on Joe Rogan Chatri. Chatri is the CEO of the One Championship, owner of the One Championship, and this will be very interesting because you never see on Joe Rogan Dana White, right. We never see this, like
Yes.
I think it's for purpose, so this also show and showing like he's not on his side and he don't lick his fucking balls just to take care of the UFC. He have his own opinion, his own judge.
Yeah, uh, he has got his personal podcast. He's
Yeah,
talking shit about
he
UFC
can,
sometimes.
yeah, about the
I
cutting
love watching
weight,
this
about
podcast to be honest.
yeah. Oh
Yes,
yeah,
like he's
Um,
very experienced guy. He knows everything about this business. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
it's very
He
fun
made this
to.
business. He made this
Yes, he made
business.
this business. Yes.
He's big part of the cake of this business, and he deserve everything because he don't he show like the people the fighters on his like a normal side, which I'm really appreciate
Hmm.
because you can talk about any fighter, which I don't also like the comments of the people saying like, oh, Gamrot is done, this one, blah blah. There's like, if you're on the UFC, you're on the top of the fucking world. Like, it's required to be ultra human to be able to get on this level. Like, everyone work hard. There is not like someone who fucking break whatever or do it more social media. There's no way. Everyone is working like a full all in to be the champ. So everyone should deserve respect no matter what. And it's also shown the Joe Rogan, like when he talked with the fighters, he showed there like a real, like a human perspective and the understanding. Even last podcast with the Max Holloway, and the
Hmm.
showing like a Max Holloway learn his UFC punches and the combos from the fucking UFC game, right? Because he didn't have the
Yeah.
striking coach, right? And it's like, fuck, like, this is the story, and his family was addict of the drug and everything. And he showed like, like, you should, it's mental is big part. The mentality is the big part, because everyone work out, everyone have a fucking coaches, everyone have a diet, but the mentality, and the taking the risk and the having fun from the game, it's also a big part of the the game. And I think it's the most important part, because it's also show like what's your life look like. The Sean Strickland is the guy who was abused when he was young, he was bullied when he was on the school and everything, right? And it's also show the emotions, the same with the Adesanya when he cry and everything, because everyone's human being. We are fucking normal people, no matter how
Hmm.
big level we are. And I think people need to see this kind of stories of the people, like, yeah, we are the same people, like, we just have more discipline, but we fighting on our fucking happiness about family and life and everything. And the fight is not big deal. Like, many people, everyone from the UFC want to have the good family life, have the want to money for the kids, then have the belt. Everyone choose the family than the fucking belt. So this is not the biggest things what they need to achieve. Everyone choose McGregor fight, then fighting for the belt. Everyone will choose fighting with McGregor, then having a belt. Everyone, because this one give the money for the rest of their life. That's why the Chandler
Like,
wait.
not only the money. Like, if Conor McGregor's comebacks now, everyone will talk about it. Even if he loses in 30 seconds
Yeah,
to Michael Chandler,
yeah, yeah.
like, everyone will talk about it.
Uh,
And personally, I'm not big Conor McGregor fan,
you
but
you
I want
you are
to see
not
him in the
anymore,
octagon
but
again.
you've been before.
Maybe.
But you've been before fan of Conor McGregor before.
No, no, I
Okay.
wasn't. Like,
Yeah.
I think the fact that he was a double champion, he was very lucky. Like,
Yeah, but his mindset
I
was strong. His mindset was
yes,
very strong.
yes, but
Like,
fight that I mostly want to see of all the UFC fights one time again is Conor versus Aldo full time, without this 16 seconds knockout. Like, I think this will be amazing type B, because both guys in
but
their
it can
prime.
have no. It cannot happen because the Aldo come
It
back.
can
But
happen. No, but Aldo is now in bantamweight, I think.
oh
He's so
yeah.
small. Yeah, have you seen who is Aldo fighting with now? Like,
Uh,
his opponent is injured, and he is now fighting Henry Cejudo.
oh, no way. Really?
Yes, he is now fighting Henry Cejudo. I think it's a very good matchup, because Henry lost his last two bouts with Aljo and with Merab. Uh, but I love this fight.
When did you see this? I didn't see this.
I have seen this a few days ago.
Really?
Like, Aldo opponent is injured. I don't remember who was he supposed to fight
Yeah,
with.
I remember he's supposed to be fight. Yeah.
Some Brazilian guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, with Mario Bautista, and I have seen the information that Bautista is injured, and Henry Cejudo steps in.
Wow,
Henry
I didn't
Cejudo
see this.
is
Yeah,
on the sixth place in the bantamweight ranking, and this fight makes sense because Jose Aldo is 9. Like they can fight.
yeah, makes sense.
I love this idea.
Makes sense. You're supposed to be say something. You start other topic.
No, you can say.
You see the situation with the Merab when he jumped to the lake.
Yes, yes.
Oh my fucking god! Like Dana White like smash him. Like even like why you fucking show this? Like Sean can fucking use this. Especially
Yes.
with the striker. Damn. But he say
Okay, we
he's
can talk about this fight. Like all the UFC 3 or 6 fights are amazing, I think. And this event is taking on 15th of September.
Yeah, on the sphere, on the
Yes,
how
Sphere,
goes
yes,
sphere? Yeah,
Sphere,
yeah.
yes.
Damn, this place is
Uh,
fucking amazing. This place is
yes,
crazy.
I really love the fight between Brian Ortega and Diego Lopez.
Oh my
I
god.
was really
Oh yeah.
sad that, yeah, that this bout was cancelled
Uh,
because this fight will be crazy. Like
man.
Brian Ortega is one of these guy that is going straight forward no matter what happens. You can see this in his last fight with Yair when he lost 2 rounds of the bout, and in first round he submitted him. That's amazing. And Diego Lopez is
Yeah.
so fast. He's so funny. I love his hairstyle. I love his personality. I love his media appearances. And I think it will be a very good fight. I think it will be a war. Like,
It's supposed to happen, but it was some problem with the
yes, it
Brian,
was
right?
supposed to happen, but Brian was ill, I think.
Yeah, it was something happened. Yeah, I
Mhm.
love Brian, especially like he
Yeah,
have
like his
amazing
career is
story.
amazing.
He have an amazing story on the last the interview before the like media time with the Brian. He talk about the I don't know if I can say this English, but it was like it's very difficult because I try to repeat this because it's a story about the eagle, like the when the eagle it's like eagle will have a time when they basically like on his like peak time, like he getting weak, and he basically have a two choice, like a die because he's don't have anymore like a he's I forgot the fucking name, but anyway, the story is about like he was on the like a silent mode, so because he said he like reborn again, he was on the quiet and come back to work with himself, with his mindset, with his ability, with his fucking head about depression and everything, and he come back, and I really, and he also want to donate like $100,000 for like some kids for the orphanage, something like this. So I really, was really hope the fight will happen, and I think it was very sad it didn't happen at the time, but it will happen. Diego Lopez with the Brian Ortega, like look the fight with the Volkanovski, like
He was
this
so close to
oh
submitting him.
oh
Like he knocked him down and he was getting this guillotine. It was
oh
Volkanovski's
my
prime. Like
god,
it was crazy that he went out of it. I am fan of Brian Ortega, and I remember I was
yeah.
watching it in the night because in Poland we have got the crazy UFC events fight time, and
Yeah, like I have a
I was
perfect timing.
standing.
Yeah, I
Yes,
have a perfect because yeah.
I
Sorry.
was standing and I was like, oh my god, he will submit him in a second, but somehow no.
Uh, well, that was crazy. It was crazy. Like a second. Second. Yeah, it was
Yes.
amazing fight. It was amazing fight. But yeah. I also remember like with the Max Holloway teach him fucking like how to block the
How
punches.
to block his punches, yeah.
That was
It was
wild. Like
one of the benefits of the COVID pandemic. The UFC events without the fans, you can hear the fighters talking, you can hear all
yeah,
the punches. It was amazing. Like Dan Hooker and I don't remember
uh,
Justin Gaethje or Dustin Poirier fight.
It was
Like
Dustin Poirier. Yeah,
it
Dustin
was Dustin.
Poirier. Dustin
You
Poirier.
can hear
Yeah. Oh,
all
yeah. It was
these
crazy.
punches.
Oh
Yes,
my God, that
I,
was hard.
yes.
That was hard. Yeah. Yeah, it was
Uh,
like a ASMR. Like I was really like
yes,
fucking like yeah. It
uh,
was
especially
crazy.
that both Dustin and Dan can like do the good knees to the belly and to the head, and these knees were so loud, you can hear every bone breaking.
So yeah, the Brian Ortega will be amazing. But it was September. It's September, right?
15th of September, yes. Okay, what is your type for this fight? How do you think? Like, only the uh, winner. You can say winner and how.
Brian Ortega by submission and
Okay,
guillotine.
okay.
I mean, because
Okay.
I love this guy. I love
I
this
will
guy.
be
Like
very. I will be very pleased if this will
yeah.
happen.
I
But
mean,
I
I love
have
the.
got
Yeah.
Diego Lopez on points.
I always go with the heart. Like for me, it's like I try, like like be, trying to understand, but I'm go with the heart. And I also
Okay.
believe like it's also give more like energy to these people. So like I know the world don't looks like
My
this, but
heart says Ortega, but my mind says Lopez.
uh, uh,
Lopez is so sharp guy. He's so fast. He's so tall. Like I
mhm.
don't know how he cuts this weight to the featherweight.
Yeah,
He's so big on the scale of the featherweight.
yeah. The last fight was great. The last fight was great. I love the
With
last fight.
Sadiq Yusuf? No.
Uh,
On
it
UFC
was
300.
no, it was
Uh,
no. It was not 300. It was not 300. It was not so long ago. It's supposed to be
oh,
co-main
I'm
event.
sorry, Dan Ige. Like
Yeah,
he stepped
yeah.
after
Hours,
Ortega went
hours,
out.
hours,
Yeah, three
hours. Like,
hours. Yeah,
yeah,
this was a good fight too. On
yeah.
300 he fought Sadiq Yusuf. Yes, he knocked him out in minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, so we have got this fight and we have got co-main event Alexa Grasso and Valentina Shevchenko for the third time, and I really love this bout. Like I can watch it 100 times. It's the same like the situation if in the flyweight division when Brandon Moreno and Davison Figueiredo was fighting the fourth time. I can watch this
I
fourth
can watch
and
also.
five time.
I
Like
like before Shevchenko. I like she trained a lot of so in Thailand. And it's amazing story about her of like amazing personality as well. But at the same time, I didn't like she act after the fight. Like she cannot handle the lose and everything. And saying like, oh, because I fight here, so
yeah,
if
like
I'll be
the
fight.
last fight was a draw. I think yes, it was a draw.
Ah, okay,
Between yes, it was a draw. First time Grasso won by split
yeah.
decision, and now it was a draw. But
Oh wow.
I think these girls like can trade punches, can trade grappling. I don't know who will win this fight. Like both of these fights were so close. Maybe
Yeah.
this time not by decision. Valentina will get some crazy high kick stuff like she did before.
I mean, she is definitely like super motivated for this, because she have a really like, strong personality. But like I said, I also judge people like how they act after, like Gamrot. Gamrot can take lose. It's like fuck, blah blah blah, move forward. You see me again. The same Adesanya. Take the lose with the respect, whatever judge say and everything, right? And like it's also show with like your person, and I'm more value like a personality and the character than the fight or the result and everything, because shit can happen. We see the crazy decision when there was the, oh my god, what was the name, damn, why I forgot the names now, but the guy who to fight with Diaz, but with his older brother, with Nick Diaz.
With Nick Diaz.
Nick Diaz last fight, he lose the fight with his opponent who he fought before. Oh my god, why?
Robbie Lawler.
Yeah, so Robbie Lawler have a fight, and it was with Ben Askren, Ben
Ben Askren,
Askren.
yes.
Yes, so he lose the fight, but
By
with a
bulldog choke, I remember it.
yeah, but the
Yes.
was the mistake from
Yes,
the
it was
judge.
a big mistake. It was a
Yeah,
big mistake. Like he
yeah,
didn't tap out, and this
yeah.
bulldog choke wasn't even locked in.
And he like Ben Askren was already fucking dead before he was already out.
Yes, he
Uh,
was already like he lost on the striking. He lost on the ground. He
yeah.
was taken down a few times.
And look how the what was his name again?
Lawler.
Laura, yeah, like how he handled. He said, "Don't worry, don't never." He said to the I forgot his the wife, forgot the name, but the judge. What's his name? The black guy, the big guy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's everywhere.
I have
He's
got
super.
his face in my eyes.
Yeah. He's even.
Uh,
Oh, come on.
no, with Ben Askren, Herb Dean, of course.
Herb Dean, no, Herb Dean.
Yes.
So he said to Herb Dean,
I have got Jason Herzog.
never worry
I
about
don't know
this.
why.
Don't. It's. Yeah. He said to him, never worry about this one. It's fine. Don't worry about this one. Never. It's amazing. Like
Herb Dean is known for his faults in
yeah.
fights.
Yeah, but he's good basically, and
Yes.
but like I said, he's Robert told him like never worry about this one, it's fine, don't worry, and like wow, like people be talking bullshit, make a lot of case, like getting trying to change the fucking result and everything. He said to him, don't worry about this one, don't worry about this one, never worry about
Yeah.
this, it's like wow,
Look about the end of the Dustin and Justin fight, like when Justin gave the high kick, and Herb Dean just jumped in, and
I was not Herb Dean. I was not Herb Dean.
it was Herb Dean.
No,
It was Herb Dean.
no, check.
It wasn't Herb Dean. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it was the other guy.
It was Herb Dean. It was Herb Dean. I just checked it.
No, you talking about
yes,
Justin and the sorry,
Justin Dustin.
my mistake.
Justin Dustin.
Okay, sorry.
With this high kick, first BMF title
Yeah.
fight.
Sorry, I
Yeah,
thought you talking
and
about
Herb
Max
Dean-
Holloway. I thought you
No,
talking
no,
about
no,
Max
no.
Holloway with Justin Gaethje. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
like
Yeah.
he saved him. He jumped him by the elbow
Yeah.
and saved him from getting the TKO punches. Like
Yeah.
Herb Dean is a very good referee.
Yeah,
You
he's
can't
also
blame
referee
him.
in one championship. He's
Yes,
a referee
yes,
on the
yes,
one
yes.
championship. Yeah.
Okay, so what is your? We must go back to the Valentina and Alexa. What is your type for this fight?
With the heart, with the Grasso.
Okay, I think Grasso 2 on points,
Yeah.
and
But
Valentina ends career. I think. If Valentina loses, she's ending his career. I don't
need to
see
say
it.
maybe more. I can have the Valentina on my podcast soon because she's many times in Thailand.
Okay.
So like I need to be positive, talk positive about her. but like it's my opinion. So
I don't
like
think that she has got opportunity to win the belt if she loses to Grasso again. Like she can go. Maybe she can go. No, she can't go up. Like the upper division is the champion is Raquel Pennington, and you have got Kayla Harrison here, which is an amazing fighter, and I think she will be a champion one day. And like I don't see any opportunity to Valentina winning the belt if she loses now to Grasso. Like she definitely can win with the Grasso. She has got the ability, she has got the skills, but it will be a hard fight. Okay, and we have got the main event that I am very waiting for because Sugar Sean O'Malley is fighting again with Merab Dvalishvili. And
why again?
like I only said that he is fighting again. I love watching this dude.
But no, you
Uh,
mean but they never
no,
fight Merab.
they never
Okay,
fought it.
okay,
Yes,
okay.
this is very hard
But
fight to climb.
nobody believe Sean can go that high. Nobody believe it.
Yes,
So
like I cannot believe that he won with Peter Yan when he was on 11th spot and Yan was first in the bantamweight rankings.
and it was the same with the last time where he fought also with the Sterling, right? It was amazing fucking
Yeah.
like fuck
This
this
counter
punch.
punch on.
Oh my god.
It was like have you seen that he was training this combo uh,
Yeah,
just before the fight with his coach, like
yeah,
going step back, right hand,
yeah.
lights out.
Uh,
I
uh.
I, I didn't believe in Sean before this fight. I didn't believe that he can fought with Aljo. Like Aljo is an amazing grappler. Merab is amazing grappler too. That is
Yeah.
his biggest opportunity to win this fight.
Do you think the
If he
injury
can,
makes some change about this one? Make
no, I don't think so. Like I think Sean really improved his mental skills. Like he's not anymore talking in the fights, doing some crazy stuff like going with the hands behind your back. He's very kurde, jak to powiedzieć?
say Polish, I try to have
Precyzyjny.
precision, the
No
same.
właśnie. Precision? Yes,
Yeah,
he's very precise in his fights.
yeah,
All his punches are. He's thinking about these punches. All these punches have got some role in his game plan. Like,
yeah.
I think
No,
he
he's
can.
solid. He's super solid. He's super
Yes, he
solid.
can
Yeah,
do the same for Merab that he did with Aljo. And if he does this to Merab, he will be the champion for a long time. This division is stacked, but don't as stacked as nobody can beat Sean O'Malley if he
I can
wins to Merab.
I can say like this: if Merab will not have the accident, which I'm really think will cause some problems because he hit the fucking like ice hard, hard. It
Yes.
was really, it was super risky, and it's not only the cut here or whatever he have on the face. He cut his fucking head, and he has stitches on his head. When I see on the web, so basically, and the sea touched his head and everything, the blood and everything, it was heavy, and like I think it can be really part of his ability, or even can something happen because it's head, like it's like a getting fucking hit by fucking truck, like you like jumping to the water when there's like the it's not so deep and everything. We see what's happened with the people, but he jumped basically to fucking ice, which is even water sometimes is like a fucking stone, and then you have a cold water, you have a ice, and he fucking jump. Like he can basically not only cut his head, he can his back, his spine, and everything. Everyone could be fucked up. But I think he's like, like he just trying to do it because it's like a big opportunity for him and everything. So maybe not show more things about his injury and everything. But I know people have a accident with their like motorbike and everything. It's like it can even be blood on between his fucking like a brain and his head, and so I think it can be really cause some problem about his his ability, his whatever, even thinking. I think it's caused some difficulties, and I think this one can be have big advantage for the Sean. Like before, I can count Merab, but after this, I'm on the Sean
You
winning.
can't forget what Merab did to Cejudo. Like Cejudo is an Olympic gold medalist in wrestling, and he out wrestled him. Absolutely, he
Yeah,
was like
yeah, it's
having
crazy. Yeah,
him here and just laying him down. It was crazy.
yeah.
Like if this fight gets to the ground, I think Sean O'Malley is in serious trouble.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm on the Sean with the heart also. But before I was on the mirror, but I think it's the
I think
accident makes
I think Sean wins it. I think
it's a
this fight
showman also,
can
like
be
it's a
like
showman.
the
So
Sean and Vera. Yes, like
okay, yeah, oh yeah, we have forgot about this fight. It's also people thought
we
like
forgot
that.
about this fight.
Yeah, like everyone thought like Marlon fucking smashed him, and we see after Marlon Vera
No,
with the Figueroa, right? And
Figueredo knocked him down. That's
yeah,
interesting
yeah,
point.
uh,
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 Sean can't do that. Like Sean hit him with in the second round with this hard knee, and we can hear it. We can hear this knee, and he wasn't knocked down. Like
yeah.
he outclassed him. I think he won all the rounds, if I remember.
Yeah, it's definitely like even on the last seconds, like then was like one hit from Marlon Vera, like a
Mhm.
body punch. I think was on the last seconds also like, oh yeah, maybe it
And
will be longer. It will.
Sean like get Vera. Vera was not looking like Vera after this fight.
Yeah, yeah,
He was looking
yeah, and we
like
see.
a homeless guy
Yeah, man. Like I also thinking
who
like, oh
fights
my
in
god.
the streets.
Yeah,
Yeah, with
it's
this long hair and long beard. Oh, it is
yeah
not
because
best looking Marlon
because
Vera
the
in his career.
promotion the promotion was great for Marlon Vera. Like everyone thought he
Yes,
would take the belt. Like they really like many people count on him because he looks great. He was sharp and
and
even
he gets the title shot after he loses to Cory Sandhagen after a boring fight,
oh okay.
because he before that he won with O'Malley, by injury, but he won, and
Yeah, yeah.
this fight made
Sh-
sense by the promotion.
Sugar not count this fight as a lose.
Yes, like he's got the jacket with his record, and it's still all when we come to losses.
Yeah, yeah. It was funny, yeah. So and
Yes,
let's say about the big fights what we have confirmed.
we talked about Alex with
Yeah, Kali round
Brady.
three. Yeah, round three.
Yes, we talked about Brady. We talked about Sean O'Malley. Confirmed.
Because we talked with there's Volkov with the gain. Like
Yeah, I am now seeing it,
yeah,
and this is very interesting fight. Like,
Volkov improved a lot. I was really surprised.
yes,
Like
if
uh,
Volkov wins it, he deserves the title shot. Definitely. Like, he won with Tuivasa, he won with Pavlovich, and if he wins with Gain, he deserves a title shot. Like, he is the
mhm.
veteran of this organization. He was the gatekeeper for a long time. He
Yeah,
was fighting all Marcin Tyburas and
yes,
Sergei Spivaks all the time, and he
yeah,
deserves some big fight.
yeah,
Uh, if this fight goes to the ground, absolutely Volkov. In if these fights stands on a feet, I don't know, to be honest. Like they are both. I think the style of Volkov is more simple than the Gain. Like the Gain is going with his hands down and with this little bit taekwondo position, like McGregor in his first fights, and he's using a lot of side kicks and some not usual stuff. This is I like this fight. I think this is the title contender fight, like the second and third fighter of the ranking.
yeah. And they said also they will make a uh, like the challenge for the BMF. You see this?
No, I haven't seen this.
BMF challenge. Uh, they wanna put this like a how you call this? I see this. I think this one. BMF bird. Is they wanna make like forgotten in like all the people like I think that where did I see this?
To się wytnie.
Spokojnie.
Spoko.
I can make like a clip when we talk something or whatever. We can always I click this like we can cut this. So
Spoko.
yeah, how you call this like in Polish the I forgot the name. Like if there are two fights, the one lose, they go to the next and
Tournament.
yeah, tournament, BMF tournament. Okay, maybe
Oh, it's interesting. Like
yeah,
UFC said
this
that
can
they
be
won't
nice.
organize tournaments. So I don't know.
Let me check. BMF tournament. UFC. Wait. Oh, but I don't see any like show. Maybe it's like unofficial. There's so much bullshit
Okay.
now.
That's
Man,
same as I said with Aldo versus Cejudo. Like so many
yeah,
fake news now,
I think not.
especially
Yeah,
on Twitter.
yeah. Oh my God, no, there's this the copy and everything because it's get attention. It's a but it's also marketing. I believe it's also marketing from the UFC because it's how it works. If you need to make more noise, like people don't understand like how important it is to basically all the fake news, the prediction, and everything. All the media must talk because they get out of views. If you put the names on the whatever event, then there's always noise. Even keeping Conor McGregor on the mount, it's already brings shit a lot of attention. Like come back to Conor McGregor. I was big fan of the Conor, and not only about the fights, but his mentality, his story, and his the
Hmm.
way how he talked. Because I'm the guy from like a personal motivational things, and he was guest of the Tony Robbins when they talk about motivation and everything, and he also was the big fan of the I don't know if you know the book The Secret about the law of attraction. It's about what you think, what you feel, you attract to your life. And I was also the part of the company of the in the Secret in Poland when we organize some events, course, workshops, when help people with the mentality, possibilities to attract good things to the life, happiness, whatever you want. And he read this book, and basically it's when he was young, even like was still I think on the Cage Warrior, and he said like, oh, I get this book and I read this. It's also I really believe on this, like I really believe like what can happen. And he said this many times on the like events. He said like because he exactly say like how he will knock out the Arjo, right? So he said he will be like looking for the like extension, and then I will set up trap, and he exactly say, and he someone asked him on the after on the conference after fight, and he said some guy who make the media, he said how you did this, you say it exactly like this. He said he said if you can see it, if you can see it and you believe it and you're not shy from this, it will happen. So I see the moves, I see the sequence, and I believe it will happen, and it happened. And he's all the mindset about visualization, attract things to his life, believe on this, talk about this one. He have it was very strong, but he also say like he say it was also story connect with the Vincent van Gogh. He say like he go that deep with his passion and he lose himself on the way. But he said if he lose his way of the on the path, and but his family have every day different car, have the his kids, and kids have a house, and they have money and everything, he can lose his his head, his mindset and everything. And it's happened. He totally of the big part was of course money, of course his drugs, of course alcohol, and everything around, and he lose himself. I believe, I hope, and not only about his fight, because I really don't care for the people about the fight, because for example Volkanovski take the fight with Islam only because he was alcoholic. He was start drinking alcohol every day, and he take the fight with the Islam because he was on depressed, and he take this just to get out from this his situation, they say was the second fight. He take this fight again. Even if his ability or even about his body and everything was not fully recovered, he take this fight because it was his way to escape. So it doesn't matter if he win or lose. It's allowed him to basically be, come back from the addiction, from the depression and everything, which is happened for every person on the world. Doesn't matter if you're a UFC fighter. We see that, Paddy Pimblett talk about after fight when he lose his friend, like someone, it's a friend or someone from the, who he know, like on the suicide, about, like mental problem and everything, which is big case because nobody talk about this one. And we see this happen no matter, how level you are, you struggle, your body and your mindset put on the very high like level of the stress and everything, which is very hard to handle, for everyone. Doesn't matter if you're a UFC fighter. So I'm really like just to see Conor McGregor on every fighter, on every person, like the on the good, happy, stable position emotionally, because you can lose the belt, but many people lose. Like we see that Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson, he was on big
Oh,
depressed. He have a mental issue and everything.
it is the sad story.
Yeah,
Don't really like the fact that he hasn't fully retired yet.
yeah,
Like
but I
it's sad.
if you
It is the biggest downfall in UFC history. I
I
think.
believe his biggest win of his mindset, because he was depressed. He was really on the set and the dark place on his life. Have a shit his wife when he see fucking demons and everything, right? So it and this doesn't matter if it's happened from the things connect with the Khabib fight and the cancer fights and everything, which was
Mhm.
absolutely big part of this one. But even after this, is you can say about the story with the Justin Gaethje, but he's still on the game. He's still fighting. He still enjoy this process. He's still mentally okay now. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter
Mentally,
if he
yes,
lose.
but physically, he's not anymore.
And it's fine. It's fine. He don't need to
It's
win
good.
the belt. If he's allowed him to still enjoy the process and he be on this path and he don't basically make even make suicide or the fucking destroy his, you know, life,
His
head and
wife
everything.
and his wife.
It's
Have you seen
yeah.
this police call? It's scary.
Yes, yes, yes. It's scary. That's why I'm saying, if the price would be losing now another 5 fights and he not come back to the fucking dark place on his life, doesn't matter. I'm happy for this
Hmm.
guy. He's still, entertained. I'm happy. He's not better to be losing on this, fights than be on the dark place
Yes.
and be lonely and everything. So that's why I wish for everyone. And I think it's the big structure when we don't see the story of the people. Like we see the Maxwell way, but Maxwell way came from the very sad family. They're addicted of the
Same
crack.
as Leon Edwards. Like he was living in the streets when he was
Yeah,
13 years old in Birmingham. Like
yeah,
this is very sad story. His dad died
yeah,
when he was about 12 years old.
yeah,
Like
yes.
this crazy.
Yeah, so like everyone has some story. That's the part. Everyone have some story, and the being on the UFC or being on the fight and everything is their life. It doesn't matter if you lose or win. You're on the position when you can change your life. And don't you need to understand the having money. It start when you are not just in UFC. Basically, beginning of the UFC, it's fucking fighting for your survival. Everyone costs money and you don't get much money from UFC. It's not like you just go UFC and you fucking like
Hmm.
your life is great. It's very hard to survive if you just depends of the UFC money. It's not much money. It's like if you start you have about 10K, right? Like damn, it's not enough to fucking travel, you know?
Yes.
I mean,
Like
okay, you can get money from the travel from the UFC, but anyway, it's the coaches, place, staying, food,
the diet, the doctors, all the things
yeah.
that you get from the fighting business. Like if we are talking about emotional moments in UFC, I really remember Alexandre Pantoja winning the belt and talking about his father
Hmm.
who left him when he was a young guy, and it was very emotional too. But you can see that uh, he has very strong psychological abilities.
Hmm.
Like he can fight all way and be with his family. He's still, if I remember, he's still living with his mother and his wife. Like he's taking care
Hmm.
of his mother,
I
and
remember, yes.
like
And exactly, but
okay, but
everyone, don't see his they don't see his personality and everything, and I think he get a lot of attention in the fans because everyone don't count on him, So I think he said, okay, we don't like me, but after this one, my story and everything, you love me. He say something like this, right?
Yeah,
So
I think
I think
he
it's
I think he is now the most underrated fighter in whole UFC, even if he is a champion. Like I think
like the
we must
worse
see
than
him.
Sterling, worse than Sterling.
Yes, worse than Sterling. Like he defended his belt 3 times now, or two. He has now booked fight with some Japanese fighter. I don't remember
No,
his
but the
name.
last time he fight with the Steve Ercek, right?
Ersek,
And I
and
think,
it was close fight.
yeah, I believe that Steve won this fight.
Yeah, I really like Steve Ersek, and I'm really
He
sad
was
about
so, yeah, because
last weekend he lost to
he looks
Kaikara
like coming
France
from,
by
yeah,
hard knockout. He was out cold.
he lost another fight, right? Hmm.
Yes, I'm looking at
Yeah,
Pantoja.
but coming from the fight close to the belt, and now get
Mhm.
knocked down and like a knockout basically. Yeah, it was damn, that was that close,
Yeah,
and now you go.
Pantoja won the belt with Moreno, then defended to rival, and defended to Ersek, and now he has got booked fight with. Oh, Sherdog doesn't have it, but with I will say it to you in a second.
There's something already.
Yes, with Tatsuro Taira, he's got the book fight. This is this crazy Japanese BJJ.
Ah, okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
he's so
Remember, yeah,
fast on the ground.
yeah.
But I don't believe he has got any chances. I think now after this fight, if Pantoja wins, he must do a rematch with Kaikara France. They last
Ah,
fought.
okay, okay.
They last fought in Dana White Contender Series or in the Ultimate Fighter, and I think the rematch is very good idea. And but I don't. To be honest, Cara France was lucky this weekend. Like all his big wins are in the same way, like the long overhand left and or right and hard knockout. Ersek is better kickboxer. Like
Yes.
he just caught him. He just caught him beautiful, but it doesn't mean that he's as good as his last win.
Yes. You're right. You're right. I see this also. Like, he goes, straight forward. He go, like you said, lucky, like I say, lucky punch. But like of course, everyone have abilities and the skills and everything. But the punch was like whoa,
Yeah, but
like
Moreno won with him easily
overextend.
with the liver kick. I remember this liver kick. Like he went to the straight left, and then the liver kick that Cara France was just laying and holding his stomach for a few minutes.
Yeah. It was also, I think, was second fight or third fight, right? I think they fight 2-3 times. The Cara France,
First
Brandon
time,
Moreno.
third time.
Really?
Like in
Third time,
these lighter
yeah.
divisions, you haven't got so many fighters. These fights, yeah, these fights are we can have the same fights for a few times, but it's good because they are light. They fight so fast. I love the quadrilogy between Moreno and Figueredo. I can watch it all day. Like their second fight is the definition of mixed martial arts. We have got the grappling exchanges, we have got the wrestling exchanges, the crazy kickboxing and boxing exchanges, knockdowns, some vicious attempts. If you want someone to explain what MMA is, you can show him this fight. Like
Yeah,
that's all.
yeah, you're right. And then we have a amazing, crazy division, which is welterweight, and we have a Belal
Belal Muhammad
Muhammad.
as the champion is this is absolutely crazy, but he absolutely deserves it. He absolutely deserves it. Like his fight,
Yeah.
he dominated Leon Edwards on the feet. Like he was only going left, straight left, and left hook, and it worked. Like
Hmm.
Leon cannot do anything about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
We and of course in wrestling when he took him down and just hit his head on the ground, it was crazy.
Yeah.
But I think Belal versus Rakhmonov is the fight that must happen now.
This is crazy. Yeah.
This fight is crazy, but I can't say that anyone will win it 100% because the hardest, the most skilled opponent of Rakhmonov was Geoff Neal. Like, it isn't the top of welterweight division. Anybody has not tested Rakhmonov's skills yet. He's the tough guy. He finishes all his fights, but I don't know if he wins. Like I can't judge him because I haven't seen him with world class opponent.
Last time he fought with he fought also with Thompson, right?
Geoff Neal and this
Yeah,
second guy,
Thompson.
Neil Magny. Neil Magny.
And
Okay, Stephen Thompson. Okay,
yeah,
I forgot about this fight because it was fast. Yeah,
yeah,
second round submission.
yeah. I
If
was
I
also like,
Yeah, but you know, this guy is wrestler, and you gave him the Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, who's is kickboxer, and we all know that he is not good in the ground. Like he lost to Belal Muhammad 2 times because of the ground game, and I don't know. Like Belal is a world class wrestler. You, we must see what happens in the ground in this fight, and it on the feet also. Like they are both tough.
but it will be wait because they said so the Shafkat will be fighting with the Beller or will be with the Shafkat will be fighting with the Jack Della Maddalena.
Uh, Shafkat versus Della Maddalena was cancelled both. I think.
Ah,
I
yeah,
think now, like Dana White after Belal won the belt said that he will fight Shafkat now. The Della Maddalena is tough guy too. Like
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Like I also see because I'm watching like also like the management, people
uh-huh.
and everything because the guy who manage him is the Sayat from the basically he's also the all the people train with the in the Tiger Muay Thai the same Shafka and like Petr Yan, Fiziev, there's like and
Mhm.
special now with the all the let's say Eastern fighters. It's crazy because even Arman it's under connect with the old group and everything, so it's like Arman, Shafkat, like many fighters like Petrian and everything is like a top,
Oh,
and
so,
yeah, so
only tough
crazy, yeah,
guys. Like
yeah,
all these guys' fights are amazing, especially
yeah,
Piotrian. I love Piotrian.
yeah. It's like I'm also talking because this is the people which is surrounding on the in the Thailand, and I also I try to like get in more into this one. My goal is also to go on the management, and I like step by step. And basically, I have a first fighter who under my agency, whatever you call this, because like I've just started so on the small league of the small federation, even Thailand. So I want to take some small talents and everything, and provide them with the opportunities not only about the camp and everything but also the same of the promotion about the finance so they can be have a more time
Yeah,
more
when you
option
get
ability
promoted, well, you will grow faster. Like you faster will get opportunity to fight in a bigger organizations.
Yeah, but even the time when you want to spend and you need to focus just on fight is the big factor because many of these fighters they need to do other things. They need to, of course, they need to do seminars. Is the part of the game. That's why like it's necessary right now to be the person who take care of their own self. I mean, of course, you have a management, but there's so many managers who like have a plenty of the fighters and they don't take care of the small name. They just focus on the big one. So that's why it's a lot of space for the open the market for the people who want to take care of the even small fighters because many people even like a Shafkat everything like the serve the promotion because sometimes about the name we see even connect with the Mateusz Gamrot and everything there's names when you need to be provide about even your PR and everything because we see this the names and the your attention, what you create. I don't talk him to create the beef and the bullshit and everything, but but create the personality is the part of the business. Creating the persona who represent and who do give
Yeah.
attention, who talk and everything. You need to be do media. You need to do PR. You need to show yourself more skills than only fightings, because we're talking about the show business, and the show business is the, let's say, 20-30% of your fighting skills. We see this many times. People with amazing ability, they don't go higher, or they don't get attention, like even Bella, like you. Oh, we have like Ankalaev, right? We have Ankalaev. Like, why he don't fight for the
No
belt? Why?
personality. No
Yeah, no
personality.
person. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
round three finishes his fights and talks. He has like he is
He was on Joe Rogan.
he is
He
in the
was just.
business.
Yeah,
Yes.
so he was on Joe Rogan like 1 month ago. He was on
Yes.
the Rampage Jackson on the podcast. The same, even before they just happened a few days ago, when they still don't know who'll be fighting on the belt. And he talk on, but it was already, maybe the information was go out before, because the podcast was released now. But he already talk. He want to fight with Alex. He talk about this. He got
and
many
and, and that's
podcasts.
good. You're
Yeah.
talking about your dreams, and it can
Yes.
happen, and it happened. Like the good example of creating your personality is Raul Rosas Jr. Like he went to the UFC when he was 18 years old, and everybody knows who is him. Like
Yeah.
he lost his second fight. It was crazy that he lost it, but everyone knows who is he. He's this
Hey,
young guy
Dana.
from Dana
Yeah.
White. Yeah, hey, again, Dana,
I
give me
I
50
buy
views.
I
Yes,
buy I buy
yes.
my car for my mom.
Car
Now I
from
buy a
my dad.
house.
Yes.
Yeah, I buy a house for
And
my mom.
yes, this whole Mexican stuff is making him the personality. Like
Yeah,
he
and
has
he
got,
attend.
and
He
he's
go to
very
the
young.
Rampage Jackson, he podcast, he
Yes,
go here, go here, go here. It's amazing. Yeah, and I think like people need to get the sample from this, because it's build you up. If you attend more on the people, more fighters, you go, Joe Rogan and everything, you get a lot of skills, understanding. If you surround only on the mat and you get only your coach and everything, this is not on the live. You need to have the build your confidence. You need to build your personality, and then if you walk into this podcast to this podcast, it's give you a lot of skills, being a person, being confidence, even of the face off, even of the when you answer the question and everything. Last with all respect with the Gamrot, last the conference, he say just 3 words which I even don't understand, and like, oh my god, like I thought he improved and everything. He said, oh, I smash your boy, or something like this, like
yeah,
like you need to talk, you need to talk. You have a time when you can be, like last also Brian Ortega have amazing speech, right? It's not about nobody need to be a Brian Ortega, but even if the Alex Pereira, he's speaking, Brazilian and everything, the Portuguese, like he's talking, right? He answer,
yes.
right? He have a conversation, even of the trust and everything doesn't matter, but he
And
reply.
he's posting the Insta stories with Glover, doing some crazy pranks like the spider on his
Yeah,
head, and
yeah.
that's create that I can know him better, like a human being, not only the UFC killer and
And
fighter.
absolutely, and even Mateusz should, he do it, with the Boris, they travel and everything. They post mostly in Polish. They should, like, even Karolina Kowalkiewicz. He always posts English. He always posts
Jan
Polish.
Blachowicz does that too.
Sorry,
Like
she always, yeah, yeah,
does Jan Blachowicz does it too. Like he firstly posts in English and then in Polish. Like
yeah,
because he knows that he is in UFC and UFC is watched all around the world.
yes.
Like and English is the basic of
Yeah.
creating
Yeah,
your
you need to, and
personality.
you don't need to do it by yourself. You can have someone. You have your management. You have your people. You are in the position when you can do it without, you not need to be you. Like even me, I'm not good at writing, but when I post, I use ChatGPT just to even translate, say the same in
Yes.
English. Right? It's easy. It's easy. You can even put Google Translate. Doesn't matter. It's always, give respect of also your fans who are around the world, and you should do this. It's important because people watching you, and the people watching you not only on the fight, people watching you every day. So it's important to put the attention, because Dana White see, matchmaker see, sometimes from all the conversations, sometimes take this word. Gamrot have a good things with the Arman, like they have some blah 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 and everything after fight. They have a like
And the
conversation.
fight
I
was
think that was
amazing
great.
too.
Yeah, But that this gets attention, like, oh, I can beat you again, blah blah blah. You are not that good, and that was nice. But before a fight with the with the oh my god, with the hooker, oh my god, it would be funny to see them, they talk and everything, because it was big event, right? It was big event, so they can also have a lot of
Like
lights.
Adesanya in the main event, that says it
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
Adesanya is one of the most pay-per-view selling fighters of all the time.
Yeah. So like I mean, like, everyone should do it, and on if you cannot do it, you need to have someone who help you with this. Even the simple things. Because it's your future, it's your potential. Even after you finish your career, you always have the fan base, you always have the sponsor, you always have other events. Like John Jones. Like, I even asked John Jones manager about how much, because I planning even to, like, invite some John Jones for some event and everything, and the price was crazy. But I think it's more about the negotiation and the showing, like, the opportunities and everything. But it's a big money. When they travel, like, have events every, like, even Alex Pereira. It's good money for the events, for seminars, going to the other clubs, and it's built your base. If you personally go to some event, there's 100, 200 people, like John Jones go to Bangtao and everything. There was like 2, 3, 400 people. Like, how many more people fans he get when the people watching his fight, buying his things,
Yes.
attend to seminars. It's a big, big business. When everyone need to understand, your business is not only being a fighter. Your business is be a person who give the fans what they need, attention, showing your lifestyle, showing what diet, talking with other fighters.
And other examples are Henry Cejudo and Demetrius Johnson. They are now just reacting to the fights, doing their analysis,
Absolutely.
and they did it under the paywall, like Demetrius Johnson on OnlyFans, and I don't know when Cejudo, but it's good. I like watching it. Like they are analyzing the fights because they fought.
Yeah.
And you can hear the fighters by the fighter's eye how these
Yeah.
fights were
Oh, it's
going.
I can say it's the best, like, best podcast about the technical things, about the skills people. Like, it's very precise. They're going very deep about every details.
Yes.
Like, and he going, like, constantly inviting fighters, get our attention, going to the BJJ. Of course, he's the, he just get his black belt, recently, to be honest. Like, the Dimitri Johnson was crazy. I thought he have a black belt for a long time. He just got his black belt like 2, 3 months ago. I didn't
Uh,
know, so, but he's
that's
top.
interesting. Like he has got, in my opinion, he has got the best submission of all the time in MMA
Yeah,
history.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
on the Ray Borg, this flying armbar, absolutely amazing. How he
Amazing,
did
amazing.
that, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. With the one championship, like it. But what I say, these people, like, make them, make, first of all, they make the already side hustle. When they focus on this, they are still on the fight business, because they built on brand and everything. They're still fighting. Dimitri Johnson, who nobody know, maybe he will come back to UFC. Nobody know. Nobody know. Because on the one, who he can fight else? Who he can fight?
He just fight Morales 2 times, like
Who else for Dimitri Johnson on the
no
one?
one else. And
Nobody, nobody.
in UFC, he has got the Pantoja. Like, I think he wins if he fights with Pantoja. Like, Demetrius Johnson is one of the best fighters of all the time. Like, no matter what category we are talking about, he defend his belt 8 times in UFC. That's a lot. He only
Mm-hmm.
lost to Dillashaw. Dillashaw on juice, like
Yeah,
on steroids.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
Demetrius Johnson is very tough,
yeah.
and that's crazy. He doesn't cut weight. He's weighting the same amount of kilograms on his normal life as he fights in, and
Yeah, but
maybe
also
that's
because of
why.
the on the one championship, you don't have the you have a hydration test, so you basically
Yeah,
they
yeah,
yeah,
I know, I know. Like you
yeah,
cannot cut so much weight, so
yeah. You
much weight,
cannot you
and
cannot
I
take
think
out
it's
the
good.
water from the body. You cannot take out the water
It's
from
good.
the
It's
body of the
good
percentage.
because
Absolutely good. It's amazing.
we have seen many crazy situations in UFC history when the fighter goes on a scale and he's like unconscious in the seconds.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
that's what I say. It's the risk, and that's why the card is so short because it's really destroy your body, and the sport it's
Yeah.
it's
You
uh
know
it's 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 not health.
Connor, you know how Connor was looking in featherweight. Like it was
Skeleton,
his
yeah.
yes, his face was scary. Like uh,
Totally different person, and it's
yes,
affect
and
body. It's affect
he
my
gained about 15 kilograms on the fight day.
yeah.
That is not healthy.
Alex Pereira have the same. Alex Pereira have the
Like
same. This
I
is the
don't know how he did 84 kilograms. That is the biggest question for me. Like this guy is big. Like he's tall. He's weighting
heavyweight.
in
It's
heavyweight.
heavyweight.
Yes,
It's
and
heavyweight.
he
Yeah.
somehow he did to middleweight and won the belt from Israel Adesanya.
I always like wonder because there's a uh I always think like middleweight. It's a how many kilo?
84 and 9. 84 with some.
So if I okay, so he was on the middleweight. So
Yes, and he's now weighing about 113 kilograms.
yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, this is crazy. Yeah, but yeah, this is the price will be his body, and of course there's someone dreams and everything, but the price is also the body, like later it
Mhm.
depends how you look and everything. I mean, how you live and yeah, how long you fight and everything, But yeah, he should go to the heavyweight. Alex should go to the heavyweight. It'll be
Yeah,
interesting,
he has got all the abilities to be the first guy that will be the champion in three different weight classes, and this will be absolutely crazy.
What do you think it's for next for Bohovic? They said they will fight with the Volkan. Uh,
Volkan
as
Ozdemir, okay, that's a good fight.
yeah,
Like Blachowicz wants to return this year, like till December, so he cannot fight
he should
Rakic.
fight.
He cannot fight Rakic or Ankalaev because they are fighting, and it is not official, but I have seen that Prochaska versus Hill is in the works for the end of the year, so they are both out.
The best would
Roundtree
be
has got now
Bohovic
the title
with
fight, and I think the only guy that he can fight is Volkan Ozdemir, who is coming off amazing knockout win with Johnny Walker.
hmm,
Oh, and we have got Nikita Krylov here, but that's boring fight. Okay, fight with
yeah.
Volkan will be more interesting. Like he's a very good kickboxer. He's very experienced. He's in UFC for so long time. Like Bohovic. Bohovic is in UFC from many years. Like
And it's funny because now, like, really Bohovic got, like, he was close to the Alex and they don't count him anymore. Like, nobody talk and everything, right? So it's sad. It's
this is
sad.
crazy that they are not. He gave the Alex the closest fight in his UFC career.
Yeah.
Uh,
The best would be,
even
Jamal Hill or the
the
Jiri.
fight that even the fight that he lost to Adesanya wasn't so close. He was dominating Adesanya. Adesanya just countered him and knocked him out. Like I think Jan has got this terrifying shoulder injury, and I don't know how he gets
Yeah.
after it. He's old. Like he's 40 years old, I think.
41?
Oh no, like 41. Yes, he's quite old. Like he must fight if he wants to
Yeah, yeah.
get the belt one more time. He must fight now, and like Hill or Jiri will be better for him because if he wins it, he will get the title shot. But
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't see his chances with Prohaska. With Hill, maybe some more. Prohaska is a tough guy. Like he has got a crazy style. A crazy style
The
that
same,
fits
like
Alex Pereira.
Dricus and yes, yeah, exactly, yeah,
Yeah, but the style fits Alex Pereira because he's going with his
yeah,
hands down, and
yeah.
Pereira is
It was
very
easy, yeah, it
precise
was
in
easy.
boxer and he can knock him out 2 times. And
Jamal Hill will be good.
second time
Jamal
was
Hill will be the best,
yes, Jamal Hill
Jamal
will
Hill
be
will
good.
be the best for, yeah.
He's coming after loss to Alex, I think.
Yes,
He has got
yes.
the bout with Carlos Ulberg booked, but it was cancelled. Then Roundtree fought, it was cancelled, and after all, it was Dolise versus Smith. That's crazy how we went from Hill versus Ulberg to Dolise versus Smith.
Yeah. We have still Dominic Reyes. Dominic Reyes, basically, he have a one, right? Two.
Oh yes, he won with. Uh,
It was sad things also with him with the because I believe he won the fight with the John Jones. He won
Yes,
with the
he
Dustin
won. He
Jacoby.
won the fight. He gave the Jones the closest fight of his career,
Yeah.
even closer than the Gustafsson one, I think.
Yes, I believe also. Yeah.
He won with Dustin Jacoby last time,
Hmm.
but like Reyes is not the same guy after the Jones fight and especially after Błachowicz and Prochaska, two hard knockouts. Błachowicz gave him the wobbling legs all the time. Prochaska knocked him out with a spinning elbow. That was crazy. I remember watching it. And
Yeah.
I will not count him in the belt category anymore. Like, I think Błachowicz is closer. And Błachowicz
Yeah. I hope so.
but if somehow Błachowicz fought with Alex, cardio, like their first fight in 3 rounds, Błachowicz in third round was his cardio
Yes, cardio.
wasn't
Yeah,
good
that's why.
enough,
That's why I
and
say
it will be
he don't
5 rounds.
he don't have energy to stand up. He don't have
Yes,
energy
but
to stand up.
Jan really pumped out his cardio in the first round when he was trying to submit Alex. Like I think from this back position, he can just punch Alex here. Like why trying the submission for whole 4 minutes? It doesn't make any sense for me.
Yeah. Remember, the Alex is also 37 years old. So.
Oh, I thought he was younger. Okay, Alex is, but he doesn't look like he's 37.
I lost you. Okay, you back.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, good, all good. Yeah, you thought he's younger, eh?
Yes, I thought he's younger. He's looking very healthy, and he's not looking like
Yeah.
he's 37 years old.
Yeah. Okay, man. I think we are good. Bro, like it was fucking pleasure to talk to you. We passed like all UFC basically, man.
Yeah, like we passed all the weight classes, and
was great.
yes, it was great.
Your English is great, man. Your English is your voice, and like you know a lot of things. I'm looking forward for the next meeting definitely if you are in, and
Yes,
and we can. Yeah, so let's do it. Let's make like up. Basically we can do it like every week. We can talk about what's going on.
We can talk about upcoming fights, like.
Yeah. I'm planning to be on Poland, so we can also meet. Where you live in Poland?
Białystok.
Białystok. Oh,
Yes.
Białystok. I'm from Toruń. Not far.
Okay. It's not,
Not
so
far.
far away.
No.
I love Toruń.
It's not so
I
far.
absolutely love Toruń. I have
student
visited Toruń
city.
2 times. Yes,
Yeah, I love.
I like it, and I like your cookies. Like
the magic cookies with the wheat.
No.
It would be funny to have the pierniki with the wheat, eh? Maybe sooner or later, like in Poland.
Okay.
But it'd be interesting. Yeah, it would be interesting. Yeah, they said it's happened.
Yet. I think it's happened yet.
Yeah. Maybe someone make already, like.
Yeah, I think someone make it already.
For sure, man. Thank you so much, and keep in touch, definitely. So yeah, like I'll post this as soon as possible because if I not post, all the fight what we talk will be already on the past. So we need to post this fast. I will
Okay,
send the clip.
okay.
I will send the copy. You will see how it works. But I think quality. I think it's great. We see each other, and I think
Mm-hmm.
it was
Mm-hmm.
basically good. Yeah. So keep in touch. Thank you so much, everyone, and see you soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.